How's it going? How we all feeling? Hello, Beans 1232148AB. I've probably asked you this before, but do you have that memorized? Does it mean something to you, or is it literally just a random string of, characters? Because I'm assuming Beans was taken, because why wouldn't it be? Someone out there somewhere has the username Beans. It's probably not someone who even uses the account anymore, right? That's one of the problems. Oh, I got a little symbol out of that one. A little lady sat on a... I only barely saw it. I think it was one of those things you tie ropes to in ports. Cool. You rarely get anything of any use out of the random containers. Sammy let me know, just at the top here before I forget, I've got all these extra containers because there's a free bundle that you can get if you go into the Xbox store and look at the add-ons for this game at the moment. There's a free Captain's Provisions, I think it's called. You just, tap on that and it gives you a few bits and bobs, which is why I've got 4 days of premium, even though I'm planning on playing this game today and then not playing it for like a week. So that's kind of not very useful to me, but at least we get some of these crates. Nothing but the last letters. Okay. Gotcha. We're just opening some crates to get us going here. It's been another heck of a day. Why did I put that crate away? I don't know. I figured I'd just have a relaxing time. I was going to play World of Tanks, but I think Dino wanted to play that with me. I think he downloaded it the other day and was playing it and stuff. And because he lives in Australia, I want to say, it's far too late in the day for him to be around. So when I stream World of Tanks, it's going to be earlier on in the day. Oh, hey, hello. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. I'm bad with names. But what, his thing is Quantum of Solace? Really? Oh, and look, it's even got the little James Bond rifling in the gun thing. What? Why this guy? Why... What's this guy got to do with James Bond? Huh. That's a fun little bit, though. By the way, speaking of James Bond, that new James Bond game, which is basically like Hitman, like it's made by IO, right? It's made by the Hitman people. And it's like, what if Agent 47 was actually a younger, extroverted kind of ladies' man instead of... oh, right, no, it was just a mermaid. Okay, I thought she was sat on something, but nope, it's a mer lady. That game looks really good. We'll see if it is good, but it looks really good. And they've just released like a gameplay kind of a... It's like a 007 training video, but it shows a bunch of gameplay and what you can do and like how you can use your gadgets and how you can use objects in your surroundings to your advantage. And it all looks good. It all looks like Hitman, but refined and improved and, switched up to be more like James Bond. Like, for example, in Hitman, you can pick up a bunch of objects in your surroundings, like a wrench or whatever, a lead pipe, a can of soda, to throw at your enemies or cause a distraction or take out a camera or whatever. And you can probably do exactly that in this game, but what you can also do is hit a button to very quickly, while you're on the move, pick something up and just kind of yeet it at your enemy in one fluid motion, as James Bond might, or it's the kind of thing you might see like Matt Damon do in the Bourne films, where he very quickly grabs a random thing next to him and just yeets it at his enemy to knock him off balance or whatever. Because there is that stealthiness to the game and sneaking around and being a spy and looking at people and all that, but then there's also the action game because you're James Bond, and so they've managed to take from again, the game's not out yet, but from what I've seen of the video stuff, they've managed to take that kind of Hitman engine and make it feel a bit more fluid, which is going to be nice. I'm looking forward to that game. I won't buy it when it's new, I'll get it if it's on Game Pass. I don't know if it will be or not. I should check that. But you know me, I don't buy stuff brand new. I just bought Warhammer Space Marine, I don't think there's an S, 2. And that was like £18, which is about as much as I would pay for a game in a series I'm not super familiar with. I've heard only good things about Warhammer, you know. But even then, I only really got it to play with my friends. Oh, the heat-seeking briefcase. Yes, Bean. So for those who don't know, in Hitman, of the many things you could throw at people, one of them was a briefcase, right? But the interesting thing is, it didn't really it flew relatively fast, but not like ultra mega fast. And there were certain characters in the game that would be able to move away from the briefcase faster than it could actually hit them, but it would stay locked onto them because you kind of lock onto an enemy and hit throw. So there's like a guy on a jet ski, and you could throw the briefcase, and it would chase him around until the briefcase would literally follow him around in a path, comic Wile E. Coyote style, until he came to a stop. Or there was that woman in the American suburb who would be a jogger or something, and it would follow her. I think it would eventually catch up with her, but it would follow her jogging route until it caught up with her or something. That was always fun. Yeah. The briefcase stuff is weird in that game. Like how people will notice you for like if you put your briefcase down for a moment next to you, they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh my god, a terrorist. It was like, I just put it on, it's right next to me, guys. It's just on the ground. I did think it was a nice touch though, where if you are carrying a briefcase and you sit on a chair out in public or something, he'll put the briefcase down on the floor next to him. He won't keep holding it like a weirdo. And then he will automatically pick it back up again when he gets up. Just a nice little touch, so you don't have to intentionally go and remember that you left a briefcase there or whatever. But yeah, I was going to play Hitman on the stream today. But this week's been a bit hectic, you know, and I couldn't stream yesterday and so on. Did I? No, I didn't stream yesterday. No. So I'm thinking I'll do it tomorrow. I think I'll do Hitman tomorrow. That'll be fun. So today I just wanted to relax with something I don't really need my brain for, really. I'm not going to be doing any high-end gameplay or anything today. I'm just going to relax. It's late in the day. It's already like 4:30 p.m. here. Normally I stream at 11 a.m., so very different time of day. The Turpit's firing on us here. I'm just generally maneuvering. She's out of range at the moment, especially because I've turned away. But I'm going to be turning in. Oh, looks like we've got a lot of battleships coming around here. Let me just slow it down for a moment. I would love to get one of these guys in range. They can't actually see me anymore. I think it was a... You know what? I want to speed up, because it was probably a destroyer in B that could see me, but he can't because of this cruiser laying smoke. So now I'm reasonably hidden, but only for a moment. Might be enough time to catch up with my friendly Bismarck here. Beans, are you going to be getting the new James Bond game when it comes out? Or, like me, do you still have huge amounts of Hitman content to complete? Because they're always adding stuff to Hitman. I mean, I guess they've stopped now, more or less. Well, there's always elusive targets and things. There's some kind of Jet Li content at the moment. Alright, well, I'm very visible at this point. I don't mind, necessarily, depending on the guys behind me and whether they want to engage me. I don't think I'll be able to fire on Bismarck. No, Turpitz, sorry. Bismarck is screwed. He's gone round the corner to engage 3 battleships and a cruiser. I won't be able to hit this guy. He's moving so fast as well. I'd need to fire about here. I could always wait till he comes out around the corner. For just a moment. I know some people are really good at like firing over the hill, but when I do that, my shots just hit the hill. Like, maybe these will go over. Let's see. They did go over. Did I hit him? I did hit him. Just barely. I need to get used to that as a concept. I'm actually going to swing around. Bismarck is fucked. And there's no point me driving straight towards an enemy destroyer. Better that I meet up at B with the cruiser and destroyer that's over there. I'd love to help this guy. I really would. And I am going to twiddle at the enemy. But he's screwed. I mean, there he goes. He's done. I do have a friendly cruiser over here with me. Let's see what he does, because I'm out here. I'm not going to survive or anything. It's going to be a fighting retreat. That's not going to end well. You have too much stuff to play. Man, yeah. So do I. So do I. This guy is known for moving fast. So how about this? See if those shots go over that hill. Ooh, just wiggle it over. Who can see me right now? Someone certainly can. I think we've lost this one. Because I'm not going to live very long. And if you look on the minimap, our team are just absolutely running the hell away from A right now. Tirpitz is turning away from me. We're running away. This guy is getting to the edge of my firing range. I'm not going to be hidden from anyone because of this destroyer that's well within my range. I am hitting Tirpitz, but it's not that effective. I wonder if I could just scratch this Z35, although he has disappeared. Oh yeah, War Duckling, I've only just started. So yeah, I'll be around. I don't normally stream this late, but here I am. It's been quite a week, and I almost didn't have the chance to stream today at all, but I was like, you know what, no, I skipped a stream yesterday. I can't keep skipping them just because I've been busy. Let's just randomly try firing on this guy. Oh, don't worry about it, Duckling. Yeah, like, I mean, I was too busy to stream this morning. Oh, the Admiral's around. I wonder if he wants to play. It should pop up on my PC and I can actually read it. He says, I have an hour to help you. Alright. We'll get the Admiral in after this match then. As you can see, the match is going very well. I mean, Tirpitz, normally anyone in a Tirpitz screws me up no matter what ship I'm in. Tirpitz seems like a really good ship. It's usually able to... Normally they'd be like laying into me with huge amounts of like setting me on fire and all kinds of crap. This guy is just out of my range as well. He's just at the edge of my range. He's just look behind me on the minimap. There are 2 battleships, a cruiser and a destroyer, probably chasing me from over there right now. The only thing saving me is these couple of rocks. I am going to keep my distance and swing behind this rock. I do want to still be able to engage Tirpitz, and she's just I'm just barely keeping her. In fact, if anything, she's going out of range at the moment. You know what? No, I'll cut the corner and go through this little straight here. I just need to catch up with my team, but also not get caught by the guys behind me. Well done. Well done, Benson. Fucking Santa Claus. This is bad. This is real bad. I'm about to get shot at from back there.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright, come on. I want to get a volley off and then swing around. He's about to fire on me before I can fire on him. Yeah. Yep. So these are the guys that I've been running away from this whole time. And unfortunately, there is nothing I can do. I'm just going to have to run and gun and hope I can meet up with my teammates. Interestingly, though, there are more of us than there are of them. I thought we were going to lose. But our guys down around this area, down around C, defeated the enemy whilst our fellas over here, whilst their fellas over there were, you know, doing their thing. Oh, we've got an enemy in B as well. That's going to be a destroyer who's definitely going to want to torpedo me. I'm just going to have to use my repair, I think, because I won't be alive long enough to do much else. If they get another couple of good volleys on me, I'm screwed. There's their destroyer. Ah. Let's keep my guns where they are. I'm just going to wiggle a little bit. Just wiggling. Alright, they don't seem to be firing on me at the moment too hard. Our friendly battleship is in front of us. We're headed towards her, which isn't necessarily great. What's her health like? I'd love to meet up with her. Oh, she's in worse shape than I am. Alright. No, I'm screwed. I'm just going to have to keep moving. I was hoping I could wiggle my way around and start fighting alongside her, but I won't be able to. Missouri's barely moving. That may have been a poor shot. Yeah. No, she really is moving. What's my secondary's range? Oh, someone's going to mess her up. Good job, Picard. I'm going to come around the fecking corner. I'm actually about to die, unfortunately. I had my will to rebuild because I'm near this guy. If I can swing round to get closer to him. The fire is going to kill me rapidly, I think. I will be able to put it out, actually. You know, I think I'll be okay, maybe? The fire's going to go out right as I'm done. I got 20 seconds before I can use a heal and get back into the fight at least a bit. We got a cruiser back there. I really just have to sit here and maybe get a little bit of health back. But the Missouri's got so much health, man. I don't mind if I lose. It's just a video game.
5 minutes left.
I wouldn't mind this guy getting a little closer to me, though. He doesn't know that I've got will to rebuild. Catchy berry. How would he know? Let's see if I can fire over the island here at all. Anything I can do to just get back into the fight, you know? Where is he? I need to be able to see him. Those shots gonna... They don't go over the hill, god damn it. I've never been a get over the hill kind of a guy. Cruiser's gonna die. Come on, spin it around. I got the Picardy coming in here. Trying to get out of your way, buddy. I'm one good volley away from death. I'm not going to maneuver now, though, because I want to get this shot off. Think I'll hit him? Not the best volley. As soon as he sees me, I'm done for. Gets his guns around on me, realizes I've got no health, and I'm almost broadsiding him. Be nice if these torpedoes hit. Well fucking done. Oh, it's just him and it's just us two now. Alright, well, there's no more healing I can do. It's us against one battleship. It's me and this Picardy against one dude, but where is the dude, you know? Is my guy healing or anything? He's moving up with me slowly but surely. I want him to catch up. I want us to get the full weight of our weapons on the enemy at the same time. That's the only way we really have a chance here. Good luck, he says. Normally I'm the one wishing people good luck. Oh, he's just going for it. Picardy's a good ship. Colorado's alright. I just don't know. I just don't know what I'm doing, really. Alright, so it's me and him hunting one battleship. We're losing on points, of course. He's firing on me, which is good. Yeah, by all means, engage me, the weakling. Alright, I'm just going to have to turn in to minimize damage and also to avoid hitting that island. The Leon! Alright, they're in secondaries range now, so let's boost those. Unless Leon has a bunch of torpedoes up her arse, I think we've got this. Wow, you know, early on I thought we'd lost. Like when my side kind of fell down and I had to run the entire time to the other side of the map, I don't expect to be high up on the list. Wow, let me just turn off the zoom thingy here. Look at how many little medley award thingies the Picardy got. I don't know what they're called. Do they have a name? It doesn't really say. I wish the game would tell you what they are, right? Because, like, okay, I got one. Look at the bottom there, underneath where it says total damage. It says I got one, whatever that is. But, like, can I select it? Nope. There's no option to tell what it is. And here, this guy got a bunch of them. Will it tell me what any of them are? Nope. No, it won't. I like that about World of Tanks. It will tell you in World of Tanks. You can tell what it is you've got. But in this game, it's just like, oh, you haven't memorized what all the icons mean? Ha 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 ha, fuck you. And like, yeah, you can go out of this menu and go into another menu and try and memorize what the icons were and then remember them and look them up again. I wish they'd fix that. I don't mean to be a complainer. It's just I feel like I'd care more about whatever those little badge thingies are if the game really told me what they were up front, made it clear, you know, really threw it in my face. Oh, I got to remember to bring the Admiral in here. God, I almost forgot all about you. Dr. Toupee. Oh. There we go. Well, that is our dailies done. Now we can do anything. And you know, I remembered a few days after my last stream that I said I was going to bring my kamikaze out, and then I didn't at all. And we did like a really long stream that day. So first ship I'm going to pull out is the kamikaze. Speaking of the Leone, you can see at the bottom there, Sammy, who isn't here today, probably because time zones and stuff. I don't usually stream this late. Sammy on their YouTube channel, you can find them if you join my Discord. Conveniently, the bots put a link in there. Von Sammy is on my Discord, and from there you can find their YouTube channel. They put up a really great video showing them playing in the Leone. They're very good at the game, and just having a fantastic battle, but like talking you through it, you know, and showing you what their thinking is and what they were doing. Kind of like what I do, but better, because while I try to talk about my thought process, I'm not actually good at the game, you know, but Sammy actually is, so that's kind of cool to see. The Admiral here taking out the Tiger, a British battleship that I quite like. I've not figured it out yet, but I quite like it. Is that the one that's pretty fast? That might be the one that's got the speed boost. I mean, some of them do. At least one of them can go really, really speedy. Especially when you turn on the speed. Like, it's already fast and the speed boost, woo, really whiz along. It might be the Tiger. We're on 91 followers, by the way. We technically got to 92, but then I had to ban them because they were a spam bot. When we get to 100, as I've said, we'll do a special stream where I read from a book. Hey Admiral, does your battleship have a speed boost? I think it does. I'm going to stick over on this side of the map anyway and try to hunt. They have a Minakaze, Matsuki, don't know much about the Ginevi, but I know enough to be scared of those other two destroyers. I'm mainly only scared of destroyers and kind of aircraft carriers if they really get a bee in their bonnet about coming after me. Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, he is the one with the speed boost. Well, I'm going to head down here. I'm not suggesting you come with me or anything, Admiral, but I will head in this direction and try and spot the enemy. What have we got? A Warspite B. That's going to be fun. He's wildly changing course. A Guilio Césaire, which is actually a real fine ship. I wish I had it. I think it's a premium ship. Already engaging the Admiral. Really, the Admiral is, I don't know, potentially going to get really screwed here. Because when you think about it, he's kind of on his own over on this side of the map. Oh, we got an enemy. We got a Matsuki here.
Let me show you our target.
God damn. You know, I don't normally play like this with my kamikaze because my guns are shit. But for the sake of helping you engage that Matsuki, here I am. Those battleships are engaging me now, though, so I'm going to have to pull away. I'm just hoping to distract the Matsuki slightly so that the Admiral can get some really solid hits in on him with maybe some HE or something. I'm not good at firing at destroyers. But we have persuaded him to lay smoke, and thankfully the battleships aren't particularly good at firing on me either, so that's a win. Oh yeah, someone just fucked him. Someone from a bajillion miles away is a much better shot than I am.
This is gonna be interesting.
Alright, I scratched him and he's very low on health. Let me just get around here again so we can still see him. Yeah, normally I would just... oh, he's turning to fire torpedoes. I'm going to swing away hard because if he got a volley off there, could easily kill me. Now, the sad thing is, my cover's blown, right? So those two battleships, they know I'm here now, and they know I'm going to go after them. But at least the Admiral's alive and didn't get, like, whatever the term is, is ganked? Is that the term? Like, very rapidly killed by the enemy? Is that what ganked means? I don't know. I'm down with the kids. I know World of Warcraft 2004 terms. Do people still say ganked? Probably. A lot of those terms have survived to the modern day, haven't they? Alright. Well, we've left these battleships, I wouldn't say in disarray necessarily, but they have changed course and split up. And Warspite is now very much on her own. We know where the two destroyers are. They're over there in the middle. Ah, no, one of them's right here. Great.
Attention. Here's who we're taking down.
Fantastic. Uh-oh, and there goes our other friendly destroyer.
Retreat now.
I'm not going after a destroyer. I'm just not. I'm getting out of here. Admiral, you should get out of here. You should turn left and go. I want to get around this destroyer so I can engage the battleships. That's what I really want to do. And I've got this ship rigged up to have really shit guns. It's like a 9-second reload. They only fire 4 shells at any one time. I'm trying to keep this guy spotted so that people can shoot at him, but
Let me show you our target.
I'm not going to accomplish much else. He's really changing course. Oh, he's about to see me. Let me turn on my speed boost just to make sure he doesn't. We got 2 destroyers coming down here. Let's just let the team know this is where the action is, just in case... There's always the possibility that someone gets a little... Like, there's 3... If you look on the minimap, we have 3 friendly battleships on the other side of the map, just kind of steaming along. But we're getting pushed back here. Ah, I hit him! Haha! I hit him with a torpedo. That won't have sunk him. But, we are in full retreat here. I'm going to occasionally turn around and fire off a volley to... Yeah, don't worry. We'll protect the base, Mr. Man. But yeah, just gonna occasionally... Oh, you can tell this guy's sat in smoke now. He doesn't want anything to do with us. He's firing on the Admiral from his little protective smoke base.
Not happening.
Yeah. Alright, we're doing a bit better now. We really even... Oh, right, that's the Admiral telling the aircraft carrier to retreat. We really need our 4 friendly battleships that are on the other side of the map to get over here to where the fight is. Like this little area here is where it's all kind of going down. And really, I'm just randomly firing off torpedoes to annoy the enemy at this point. Nothing else particularly that I can do. I'm screening for the Admiral back here, so I'll see any destroyer before they get close enough to do much to him, you know? I'd much rather, if I could have gotten past their destroyers, there would have been 3 delicious battleships to just torpedo from behind their lines. As it is, our own friendly battleships have gotten behind their lines, which is very interesting. But we need them to continue steaming along. They've got a little battleship row thing going up there. And thankfully their aircraft carrier is focusing on them. They're pretty tasty targets. I worry that our friendly battleships are perhaps getting a little too focused on going after their aircraft carrier. Maybe they are engaging the other battleships effectively. It's hard to tell. Sometimes people get very focused. I'm going to swing into the middle of the map once I get past our base here. I'm going to go right through here and then swing in. Because they've got at least 1 destroyer in there, I suspect, who's going to try and swing out and come after our battleships over here. If nothing else, I'll fire a good volley off. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm looking to, Mr. Mackinson. I might not swing in initially. I might swing past and fire a volley in. But I will go in there. Ah, here we are. So there's your...
Attention! Here's who we're taking down.
There's that fella. I can't see if there are any battleships in there getting ready to do anything exciting. Probably not. Let's see if we can keep this destroyer relatively harassed. Swing around over here. What's he doing? He's just kind of sitting in there. He's probably engaging this Queen Elizabeth. Can I swing in and torpedo him in the arse while he's engaging the Lizzie?
It's a go.
Yeah, even our aircraft carrier wants us to go after him. Oh, the Lizzie got her. Well played.
Well done,
I was
Fred.
going to swing in here and shoot her in the arse. Mackinson wants us to defend the base. Don't worry. Don't worry. Base is the least of my problems at the moment. It's that other destroyer that we've lost contact with a while ago that worries me. Everyone's moving away from me right now, so I can't torpedo them. I might swing down. Our aircraft carrier is wildly, like, out of cover right now. If there's a destroyer, an enemy destroyer in the bottom half of the map, we just would not know until our aircraft carrier sunk from a bunch of torpedoes. So I'm going to swing down there and just do a little sweeping run. It seems the rest of our guys are moving in hard on the enemy, pincering down. Except one of our battleships who is just driving to the back of the map. For some reason. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Hey, teammate.
He's
I
just
could use your
back
support.
there for funsies, apparently. Here he is. Alright. He's got no health, so hey Admiral, if you could get a couple of shots on this destroyer back here, all you need to do is tickle him and he'll die. Like, and he's going straight for our aircraft carrier. Ooh, I missed him. I'm a bad shot though. He's right at the edge of my range. I'm gonna turn on my speed boost and just fly towards him. He's probably already loosed some torpedoes. I think he's struggling because our aircraft carrier is behind an island.
It's a go.
Our aircraft carrier is asking us for some help. Yeah, don't you worry, buddy. Most of my guns, I can either shoot at the guy with all of my guns or I can drive towards him. I can't really do both. Sorry, I thought he was moving, which is why I fired those shots ahead of him. Let's just assume he's not moving at this point. Still can't hit him. My gunnery is shit. This boat is rigged for torpedoes and stealth. I can fire my guns at the enemy, doesn't mean I'll hit. Alright, this should be interesting. I mean, this could easily sink me right here. Let's see what he's doing. Is he sat still?
5 minutes left. Let's hurry
Is he
if we
sat
want to win.
still? Surely not. No, he's not. He's moving. Oh, bouncing bombs, nice. When I catch up with him, if I'm apparently quite close now, but the smoke is helping.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna swing to one side. I should be right fucking next to the guy. How did all of that miss? He's gonna torpedo me for fuck's sake. Thank you.
Get moving quick.
See what I mean about just tickling him is all you need?
Watch out.
Alright. Alright, now I'm way out of position, but I just didn't want our aircraft carrier to die. Let's see if our battleships were able to get the rest of the job done while we were trying to help our aircraft carrier out. Looks like 2 of our battleships, the Admiral and the Mackinson, came over here to help out, which actually just leaves that one dude who was hiding at the corner of the map earlier. Hey Sammy, I was just talking about you earlier. I was just talking about you. Ah, there we go. That battleship took out the Guilio Césaire. Ah, evening, Sammy. I suppose it is evening. Yeah, I was talking about that nicely owned video you put up. We've got the Admiral with us today, and War Duckling will be joining us in, I don't know, 40 minutes or something.
Of course.
How you doing anyway, Sammy? How's it going? The weather here is lovely, as always. Just sun all week long. I'm looking out the window right now. Jesus fucking wept. Their aircraft carriers on our side of the map.
We're in the lead now.
The fuck? I just turned around to leave this area. He came all the way. Their aircraft carrier flanked us, and we never noticed, not once. Good lord. I've never seen that happen before. That was impressive. Anyway, yeah, the weather's really nice. I'm looking out the window at the apple tree and everything. Their bomber planes are going to see me. I'd love for them not to. They're not going after me, but they're probably going after the Admiral who's right behind me. Yeah, no. Their planes have seen me. If they're smart, they'll swing around and engage me on maybe their second pass. The Sirov is bound to be reversing at this point, now that he knows I'm here. Oh, and the fact that he's been spotted so the Admiral can lay into him. Waiting for a giant volley to go over my head. Yeah. Oh, don't you worry. I see him all right. I'm going to use the island to my advantage and try to get close to him before he can see me. He's got enough health that I'll probably be able to engage him. Oh, well, you know what? I take it back. Was it the Mackinson? Yeah, the Mackinson just fucked him up.
Well done.
I figure he's going to stop and push forward, which seems to be what he's doing. That's why I didn't swing left. I decided to continue to swing in this direction. Because I figured he'd stop his engines and just push back this way. I'm not paying too much attention at this point to whether I'm going to get torpedoed or not. Sorry, not torpedoed, but... well, yeah, actually, torpedoed or bombed, because it doesn't really matter at that point. Yeah, Sammy, I realized the other day when I did a stream, I said I was going to pull out the kamikaze at the end, and I was so tired and burnt out, I just forgot. So I decided to pull it out today near the start. You can join in if you want. The more the merrier. How big can a division be? 3? Only 3? Well, we do have War Duckling joining us in a bit. You'd think it'd be 4, but okay. Apparently it's 3. Imagine having 2 friends. Right. What are we doing? Cruiser. I've not pulled out a cruiser yet today. Cruiser I'm leveling up? Sure. The Fiji. At the Fiji. The Admiral will only be with us for about another 45 minutes or so, so there will be a slot available after that. It's the evening and everyone's got places to be. Oh, I'm looking at a blue tit in the tree. You don't normally see them playing around with their wings, kind of fluffing themselves up. He's really sticking his head under his wings in a way that you'd think his skeleton wouldn't allow him to do. I wonder what he's getting up to. Just kind of sorting himself out. Tidying himself off. It's like he's washing, but without water. He's just sat on top of the apple tree. Huh. Fluffing himself up? I don't know. What does WT stand for? Oh, War Tales. Well, that makes sense, because it's just you're playing against the AI at that point, right? I guess they don't want the teams to be too big in PvP, because it might give too much of an unfair advantage. Like, man, whenever you'd play Halo and you'd have a team of like 3 or 4 guys together, especially if it was 4 guys, well, it depended, right? Because if it's 4 guys and they're all on their own consoles, that's a danger. But often if it's 4 guys and they're all on the same console, because you used to be able to tell if they were split screening in Halo 3, right? And you could get 4 people playing on the same screen. It was 50-50, because either they were just getting together for like having a fun little party and half of them barely even knew how to play the game, plus they're playing it on like a CRT or something, and they, they only see 1/4 of the screen. So it was 50-50 as to whether these guys were really, really good at the game or just like casual party guys who were going to be terrible at the game and you could walk all over them. Ah, the good old days. Hey Admiral, Beans and I don't know if Beans is still in the chat, but Beans and I were talking about reading I think the book is literally just called The Fall of Reach Definitive Edition, because I was like, I want to read a book that just tells the story, like the Reach story, you know? And I googled it and so on, and apparently that's the one. I was going to ask you but it seems like there aren't really a lot of options if that's the story you want to know about. Like, there's lots of stuff you can read about other things going on around abouts, but if you specifically want, you know, the Fall of Reach story, there's like, that's it. But once I read that, I might ask you what to read next. It's a ways off though. I've still got my Dark Tower books to finish off. I like the Fiji, this ship. Fast reload on the guns, pretty good on the rudder, nice and nippy and speedy there. Oh, Harlem. Oh, those are those guys that can launch those crazy attacks. I waited for a moment in the hopes that she wouldn't be able to see me, but alas, there must be other ships around. But there we go, it worked out, and I'm hidden now. Yeah, those plane attacks, they can launch, like, carpet bombing attacks.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
I'm assuming that Contact Harvest, if we look at the chat here, and the Admiral's giving some advice, tells us the story of perhaps some kind of contact that happened on the planet of Harvest. Harvest, wasn't that way before Reach? That might be a good one. Yeah. I don't know anything about that planet other than it was some kind of farm world. I mean, they really did a good job with the name. They really came up with a good name there. Alright, I'm actually being laid into pretty hard by whatever the fuck's around that corner. I'm being looked at by planes and a fucking Scharnhorst. Alright, Scharnhorst, hang about now. Hang on now. I am actually going to have to just... I'm pretty dead, it turns out. I'm just turning on everything. Oh, I'm done for. Wow, they really laid into me. Like, I thought we were pretty much... I did hit the Scharnhorst. I thought we were pretty much just engaging that one guy. I can't steer anymore, it should be noted. I couldn't even get my third torpedo off. One of them, no, I fired ahead of him. That's going to miss. Oh, it might hit, actually. Oh, yeah, it hit his bow. Nice. I thought we were just hitting that one dude. It turns out, no, half their fucking army came around this corner. It was that one dude, plus a battleship, plus a cruiser, their aircraft carriers looking at us, and there's a destroyer over here. Well, that went just spiffingly, didn't it? Oh, really? First contact. Wait, was on that planet? Not just some, like, edge of the galaxy kind of place? Okay, that could be interesting. What I'd really like to read about, and there must be a book, right, would be the First Contact War in Mass Effect between the humans and the Turians, because that's just reading like a one-paragraph bit of information about that makes it sound really interesting. I like the Turians. I liked how in Mass Effect 3, when they were fighting the Reapers, what the Turians did was get all of their like small fighter vessels together, and they threw them at the mass relay as the Reapers arrived, knowing that they'd all die. But in fighting them that way, they would learn the Reapers, like what their weapons do, what their ranges are, what their defenses are like, what their tactics are like. So they sacrificed all their tiny little fighter ships so that when they brought in their big boys, they had an understanding of how the Reapers fight and were able to take them on. I mean, look, it's just video game. It's just a story, but that's a clever idea. It leans into the idea that I'll take out the cover war, that the Turians are very what's the word I'm looking for? Strategically minded, military minded. But yeah, that First Contact War in Mass Effect sounds interesting enough, and like it's within living memory. That's the thing. Like in the actual like Mass Effect game, there are people who like fought in that war. It wasn't that long ago. Like you play those games, and sure they make a good point of teaching you that like humans are the young race in the galaxy. They're the new guys. But you don't quite realize just how new they are, because it kind of looks like, well, we've got our own spaceships and Earth is all upgraded and fancy, and you kind of forget that it really wasn't that long ago in that universe that humans thought they were alone in the universe, you know? They're making a TV show. Yeah, that's the thing. As you say in the chat there isn't a single book, but it's mentioned and kind of fleshed out across a bunch of media. I'd rather just have a novel, just a start to end book. Like the thing with Reach, like you can pick up the pieces of the story from a bunch of places. I just want to read just one story that takes me through it. That'd be nice. I put my I like this camo on my French and I guess also Italian ships. I think it looks really nice. Ah, yeah, Admiral's got the Mutsuki. I'm taking the Kavor out. I don't remember much about the Kavor. I remember liking it. It's quite an old battleship. It's been a long road, you know, getting from there to here. It is a lovely day. Had to deal with the wasps trying to live in this shed. It's always just one wasp. One of them was making a nest inside my roof in the insulation. It took me a couple of days to really work out where it was. I got rid of it as soon as I knew. And then today I came in here and immediately I was greeted by a wasp leaving. Like maybe he'd been trapped in here for a while and was just glad to get out of the place. But yeah, it's lovely weather. Lovely weather. The sky is blue. The sun is sunning. And yet there are still people that walk past my house in this weather in like big, thick, poofy warmers. And I go like, how are you cold? How are you? It's not cold out. In any kind of weather, they're walking past in massive, like, remember in Hot Fuzz, that coat that old woman wore or something, and she was hiding a bunch of shotguns underneath it, just like going past in that. I'm going to head towards C. Going past in one of those coats, and you think, God, are you not, like, boiling? Whenever I take this ship out, because of all of the guy wires on the masts and stuff, I always think of it like, I always think that I'm running some kind of pirate radio station out of this old battleship, you know? The boat that rocked kind of thing. What was the name of that radio station? Carolina, wasn't it? Radio Caroline? Yeah. Ah. Well, there goes the Admiral chugging along in the Mutsuki there with her open bridge. God, they must be cold. Even in good weather, speeding along like that on the ocean, it must be pretty nippy, you know? I've been spotted. Thanks for the smoke. I wonder if it'll help. It won't if the enemy are up in sea. I'm still... No, yeah, I'm hidden now, so it's possible that they were across there. This... everyone's just out of my range. The range on this battleship is not that great. Even that Omaha's out of range, and she'd be a tasty target because those things are... Oh, you got a Fuso over there. Oh boy, oh boy. Someone's already engaging the Fuso. It's whatever this battleship is over here, I think. California, maybe? Alright, let's keep speeding along here. Oh, what do we got? The Kijikun. He's still out of my range. Everyone's out of my range. I have to get closer to engage. I really don't want to get too close and engage that frickin' Fuso, though. That doesn't sound fun. There's a Pensacola that's within range, and now the Oklahoma is. I'm not sure what to do here. I'm not sure what to do. What are my colleagues doing? Well, the other battleship, the California, seems to be pushing in, so maybe I'll push in too. We got the Admiral over here, probably going down to try and torpedo the shit out of the enemy. We don't know where their destroyer is yet. Not seen hide nor hair of it, so it could be anywhere, but the Admiral is capturing C right now, so we know that they're not in C, at least. They're not hiding behind an island somewhere within that circle. The enemy are all still out of the range of my guns, which is why I'm moving closer slowly. They can't see me, thankfully. My gun range is slightly further than my spotting range, but even so, They're starting to really lay into the California now. I wonder if that
Set a smoke
I wonder if that cruiser, the Celebes, has a smoke screen or not, because yeah, the California's turning away. Oh, the Celebes is done. I know you don't, Matsuki. Alright. You know what? We're going to get out of here. Because we got cruisers laying in. We've got cruisers that clearly have longer range weapons than I do. And this guy's still out of my range. Everyone's out of range. I can't hit anyone. I could get closer. And I kind of want to get close enough to fire on the... It says I'm in range, but I'm not really because he's reversing away. Like... Oh, he's started moving forwards. Alright. I have been spotted. I am turning. I'm going to turn my guns to the left. I'm going to start getting fired upon. I did hit that guy, although I don't know how much damage I did. Watch out down there, Admiral, because you are on your own and you're about to get surrounded. There's a cruiser and a battleship who are coming up along your side. You're going to get sunk unless you can avoid being spotted, and he is getting hammered right now. Yeah, me and this other guy, we're probably... I know I'm going to head towards A. There's not a lot I can do here. There goes the Admiral. Shame. At least my visual range is smaller than my gunnery range, so I may be out of range of all of these dudes right now, but at least they can't see me. They can, however, see my colleague back here. Yeah, that cruiser... I'm looking at the chat here. That cruiser that was... that was just off to your left. Kind of snuck up behind you. I've been spotted, but I don't know by whom. That's the problem. Probably by the cruiser that was up there. Fuso! Buddy! I'm not sure I'll hit him, but he can definitely hit me. I'm just hoping his scatter shot misses for the most part. Yeah, well, we exchanged blows there. It didn't go great.
Retreat now.
Look at that. We've lost 4 guys. They've lost no one. Sometimes it's just the way it goes, you know? Wonder if I can fire on the Kijikun. If I just get enough. I'm just going to randomly fire and hope I hit something because I was about to go behind that island anyway. I'm located, and that's probably... I mean, it could be their destroyer, but it could also be that cruiser. Basically, they're locating the closest ship to them, and right now, because it's just me and like this dude way out here, I'm the closest ship. Alright. Oh, here's another Cavor, same as me. Alright. Well, I can engage him. I might as well use a bit of a repair. I'd like to stay out of the firing line of that guy as long as possible. If I... You know, it might just be worth it to race towards this rock. I don't think I'm going to make it regardless of where I'm trying to go. But I can at least try. Listen here, Cavor. I'm the only Cavor. I'm the only one allowed to be Cavoring over in this. God, look at the terrible gunnery. Look at the spread on my guns. Good old battleships. Sure, it's a faster reload and way more guns, but look at their spread there. You're really bracketing. I'm going to get fired on right up the arse now, and there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do. I'm way out in the open. Best thing I can do is just try and help our guys over there a little bit by laying into this Cavor before I die. There we go. Alright, well now that I've actually hit him and he's dead, I can swing hard around. Wow, that other guy's really moving back in. California is just engaging the enemy. I'm going to come up here and help these 2 cruisers at the back of the map. Because it's just me, that guy, and these 2 cruisers now, so... Might as well help a little bit. And maybe I'll fire on this Baleares if he doesn't duck and cover. What's he doing? Is he coming to a stop? He is. I expect him to swing back around. Yeah, he is. I saved a shot or 2 just to see if he was going to push back in or not, you know?
The ship is on fire.
There we go. I gave him a little scratchy scratch. Alright, well now it's just 1 cruiser and me. Alright, good luck. All we need to do is sink basically their entire team. I don't really see much point in putting the fire out, but sure, I guess I will. I'm getting a little too close here. I swapped 2 high explosive rounds because if I'm able to do anything here at all, it's just going to be
Problem solved, sir.
firing on a couple of cruisers. You know what's funny? Our entire team haven't spotted their destroyer once. Not once. But they can see me, so they're within this circle, right? They're close enough to be able to actually see me. That's the destroyer, and he is hunting me down right now. I don't mind. It's been an interesting match. I wouldn't say a great match. But somehow, me and my rickety old battleship, somehow I managed to survive longer than everyone else. That's a skill in of itself. Here comes some fire. Probably trying to literally set me on fire. There's that destroyer just back there. Sirocco. Come on, lads. You can swing right up alongside me and set me... you can just fire off your torpedoes at me, to be fair. Oh, I'm turning too hard for my own guns right now. Take that, Baleares. Some of that might even touch you. It's been a long road
The ship is on fire.
getting from there to here. It's been a long time, but my time is finally near. Now we'll see my dream come alive at last. I took out his engines. I will touch the sky, and they're not gonna hold me down no more. No, they're not gonna change my mind. Come on, the Italians, never defeated in naval combat. I took out his engines again. Oh, those are some torpedoes. Was that the, yep, the Sirocco caught up with me. I figured he would. I gave him every opportunity. I wasn't exactly a difficult target, you know. Oh, I don't know. You and I came near the top of that match, and we weren't very good. I shouldn't say that about you, but I certainly wasn't very good. Who did I even sink? In fact, I was the only person on our team that sank anyone, period. Oh, it was their Cavor. It was Cavor on Cavor violence. Our California seemed to do a lot of good work, though. He was the top player. He survived for a long time. I left him behind, admittedly, because I knew it was going to be a losing battle, and so I thought maybe if I can get to the other side of the map, or at least push away from these guys, be more useful to the guys on the other side, maybe we can, you know, turn it around and then we can swing on back around. Speaking of a ship I like, which I'm going to pull out. I'm going to pull out a 5 here, Admiral. I'm going to pull out the Normandy. I like the ship so much, I put Go Faster stripes on it. So now it looks like my old shirts from when I was 13 years old. Man, those shirts were great, like flames and stuff. There's some sick shirts. Oh, come on, video game. I just want it. There you go. I just wanted to see it. Look at that thing. Yeah, look at that thing. Imagine rolling up to school in this. Being dropped off in this thing. That would be sick. That'd get you into the news. I wish we saw the underside of the ships more often. When we had that crossover with Star Trek, they were showing like this whole scene was changed to be the bridge of the Enterprise D, and the ship was like, it was shown like as if it was a little model ship on a stand, and so you could see the entire hull. There was no water, so you could look all the way around and you could see the screws and the props and blah 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 blah. And it was really cool, but like you can't see, like if I want to really look at the rest of the hull, I can just barely tell it's there through the water. It's a shame. I want to look at the whole ship. I wish there was a mode that just let you look at the ship in its entirety, spin it around like an Elder Scrolls Oblivion object, you know, get a good zoom in on that thing. You only really get to see it when you get sunk and you flip over, you know? Anyway. But yeah, I've got Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, so maybe we'll be seeing that at some point. I need to pull it out with Beans and the other guys and see if it's as fun as they say it is in multiplayer. Where should I go here? Towards A or towards C? You know what? I'm going to go towards C because there are fewer ships there. Like, the guy on the left, it's a battleship and 2 cruisers, but on the right, it's just 1 battleship and 1 cruiser. I want to help him out. They might turn in this direction anyway. They might decide to come this way, in which case... No, they're turning towards C's, and this other battleship's turning left. So yeah, I think we've got an even-ish split of ships. I say that, it's 3 ships going this way and 5 ships going the other way. But we'll be fine because we've got a California again and a Cochrane. Sick, bruh.
Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
See these torpedo planes. Oh, they're not coming towards me though. Alright. The planes can see me. That's unsurprising. What have we got over here? There's a cruiser. Dido. I wouldn't mind pissing her off. Yeah, let's just lay some fire into the Dido briefly. Looks like the majority of their team are swinging on back there. That's quite a spread, Normandy. At least I hit her. That'll piss her off a bit. Looks like we've got enemy planes coming in. I don't think they're coming towards me, but just in case they decide to, I've already begun preemptively turning to starboard. And it looks like they are coming towards me. That or the California over here. Either way, I've already turned. And they're going for the California. They were just lining up. Alright, well, where are they going to go next? They probably don't have that much fuel left, and we've managed to shoot them down. The California 8-1. That's not too bad. That didn't do too much damage. Good-o. Alright, it looks like if I were the Admiral down there in his aircraft carrier, I'd probably be focusing on the left-hand side of the map. At the moment, it doesn't look like the action is over here. It doesn't look like we need any help. I mean, it looks like there's 1 battleship and a cruiser coming our way.
Problem solved, sir.
I can't... everyone's out of range. Everyone's just out of range. I swung away to avoid those torpedoes a bit more than I had to, perhaps. That may have been too tight. Let's fire another... Like, I think she may outrun those 2 shots that I fired first. Yeah, they came down really close to her arse. They did scratch her a little bit, but... I'm always just eyeballing range and... Oh, you know what? No, they're doing alright over there, potentially. They got a lot of fine vessels. If only I could fire on her. I can hit the Bayon, but she's really booking it, and so I'm going to have to wait till she comes down. If I fire there, will that hit? I'm going to have to swing my guns around in a moment and actually engage the enemies that are in front of me. There we go. I did want to fuck with the Bayon, though. The Bayon's almost fucked, Admiral, and she's in a tight spot next to some islands. Might be easily bombable. But I don't want a backseat drive. I'm going to pull away from that combat, and I'm going to aid the Cochrane here.
All stations, concentrate.
Come on, guns. Come on, the Bodoni is just sat there begging for me to shoot her. Look how slow she's moving. Ah, good job. The Cochrane got in real close. Who are we fighting then? Oh, we got a Fuso. Alright.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright. This is the California, right? Alright, California. You and me, we're going after the Fuso. Hey, Admiral, you've got a destroyer kamikaze coming right down your throat. You're going to have to go somewhere. She's not moving in yet because there's a battleship between you and her, but oh, she wants to. She most certainly wants to. And you're not going to see her for very long. I'm firing off a very random volley. She might just come for us, honestly. We're in a really good spot to get kamikazed. We've lost all of our assistants over here. We're really getting torn up everywhere on the map, to be honest. But it's us against this Fuso at this point. Me and this California need to focus on the Fuso. Then make him focus on the ship we'll never be able to see that's easily able to sink us. Look at him. He must be coming up behind us, right? It depends on whether he wants to come for us or whether he's got, like, aircraft carrier brain, you know?
All stations requesting fire on the designated
Some guys just want to watch the aircraft carriers burn. Alright, the Fuso can see me, unsurprising. Let's try and give him a slightly smaller target to hit, but that really puts me in... I took out one of his guns. That really puts me in a bad position. Like, if there's a destroyer to my left, I've now opened up my broadside to him to make it very easy to torpedo me. Ah, he's torpedoing the... this is a California, and that's a California. He is over here torpedoing us at the moment. He could have just launched a volley at us. I don't like chasing this Fuso. That just seems like a bad idea. I might swing left. And I don't know. We're hitting him, I suppose, but I don't see this going well.
Reporting the target position.
Someone firing on me? No. Who's he shooting at? He's turning away, I think. A little bit. Trying to be careful with my fire because I don't really have that many guns. He certainly has a lot more guns than I do, and I have to get a better aim than him because I think he's got more health than me probably as well, and his guns are more powerful. And that California is lagging behind me significantly. Oh, there's that kamikaze. It went after the Admiral in the end. Sorry, Admiral, you're kind of fucked unless you can crash into him. Let me turn my camera around for just a moment and see if we can observe what's going on back there. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah, the Admiral's fucked. Well, it's just me and this... Again, it's just me and this California now. And the real problem is not the Fuso. Because the Fuso isn't that big of a threat. It seems he's not that interested in engaging. Maybe he will be now. But really, it's the myriad of other ships who are about to hit us and hit us hard, you know? I'm going to get set on fire by cruisers hiding in smoke and all kinds of shit. And this Fuso is eventually going to be out of my range. Oh, look at just the absolute huge amount of fire coming in. I'd love to know what ship that is. Sammy probably knows. Like, it's a ship that can just ripple fire forever and easily set you on fire. Because you see I'm on fire now. I don't think I have a ship that can do that, but then it might be the way they've got it set up, you know, with commanders and things. Because, like, look, I bet he's just constantly firing. And there's not much one can do about it. We're going to get sunk before we sink this Fuso, I'm reasonably sure. I don't think the California is too interested in engaging him. Now the bomber planes are coming in, and me and the California aren't quite close enough to combine our anti-air in a way that really helps. And there's only so long I can move in this direction, moving away from whatever that cruiser is, before I lose the Fuso entirely. She'll go out of range. I'll have to swing my guns around. It'll be a whole thing. I might get one more volley off here.
Good luck and fair seas.
Alright, let's get 2 shots off, see where she goes, see how poor my aim was. She was a little... I'll try and get another one off as she turns away. And now we're just going to turn. We're going to just have to turn. I'm going to bring the guns around. I can put the fire out, but it won't matter very much because that other cruiser's going to lay into me anyway. We do have torpedo planes coming in. Don't think they're coming for me, though. They're going for the California. Alright, how quickly can we bring our guns around, baby? Alright, that was pretty rapid. Oh, the gun on our arse, not so much. Alright, those torpedo planes are still not coming for me. Good-o. There's the Fuso. Carefully firing on me to get her eye in the same way I'm getting my eye in on her. Look at her carefully going for it. The enemy is about to win. You don't say. Oh, I can use a repair. Oh, fuck yeah. That was good. He's going to turn away. I think after a hit like that, he's either going to turn away or try and get a big volley off. It's just me now. Huh. Well, I'm done for, but at least I got that Fuso, and I wasn't I really didn't think I was going to. But now it's just going to be me getting burned to death by this cruiser. Or possibly torpedoed. I am already turning hard to starboard to avoid these torpedoes, but, you know, it's too slow. Too slow.
Torpedoes to port.
Not much that can be done here. I might actually outrun the majority of them. I've stopped turning because it's kind of to my benefit. Yeah, no. The New Mexico, who hasn't engaged me at all in this battle, right at the very end, must have just caught up enough to send one volley off in my direction. That was a fun little match. I enjoyed that. I mean, yeah, we lost, but we got that Fuso in the end, didn't we? Let's have a full look at the scores there. It's a shame that the kamikaze of theirs was able to get down and sink the Admiral. It can be quite difficult to stop a kamikaze from sneaking through the net, you know? I certainly couldn't. Hey, this is an interesting username. The guy second from the top, Command Module. That's his Xbox name. It's an interesting name. When do you have to go, Admiral? What time are you leaving? Let me know. I have a crate. I'll just quickly open this crate. Oh, it's a commander crate. Sure. Oh, it's this guy. Alright, one last game. What should I pull out? Hey, Sammy. Is that a new game? You know what? No, I'm not going to be... I'll be a battleship again, actually. Something I'm leveling up, maybe? Or maybe just something I like. What have I got as a... Yeah, bring the Warspite out, I suppose. Now, people focus on the Warspite so hard. Whenever they see a Warspite, they want to sink it. What about the Queen Elizabeth? The stealth Warspite. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync. That's a good point. Was Black Flag the one with the pirates? Because I do remember going... the Admiral may have even been with me that day. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe someone else was with me. I remember going to the Play Expo and seeing where they had that game set up so you could like play it, demo it before it came out and stuff. That was around the time the Wii U came out, and I remember that because they had the Wii U there as well, and you could try it out before launch and stuff. And they had we're both going out in Queen Elizabeth. They had some Mario, whatever the Mario game was, I guess, but they hadn't really sorted out all the issues yet. So like there was plenty of frame rate issues and so on with whatever hardware and whatever game build they had. But whatever, it was the Wii U. You did go, did you? Yeah. I remember, I don't know about you, but I didn't actually check out the Assassin's Creed section. I saw it was there. They may have had, did they have Halo 4? Was that the year that they had Halo 4 set up as well? Because that hadn't come out yet, but you could sit down and play like a multiplayer match of it or something. That was a pretty good expo. That was a good year for stuff, for seeing unreleased stuff. I may be blending the years together, though. I don't remember. They all kind of... It was in the same building. They all kind of blend together. I guess I'll just swing right. Yeah, I'm going to go right here. I love Scrooge. He sounds so stiff upper lip. Okay, just Assassin's Creed. I've heard that was a good game. I've heard all of the piratey ship stuff was done well, and it was well received, which was good, I think, for that series at a time when it was like, no pun intended, but like slightly flagging in terms of like, I don't know, popularity, how good it was. They were churning them out, it seemed. I never played the games. I have a couple of them on Xbox 360, just never got around to playing them. Oh, I think this destroyer that's with us may not be playing. Oh no, he's got him moving. Goodo. Alright, so I'm going to head towards C. We have a couple of friendly ships here with us. Goodo. What have we got? An Arizona, piloted by Lich King. Good name. And a Fiji. I've been spotted. Let me say good luck. Alright, their destroyers are already in B and C, and I am a great target for them because they're right over there. So I'm going to have to bob and weave. I'm going to swing right, move away, let these two destroyers push in first and clear out or scare off their destroyers because they're bound to fire volleys of torpedoes at us. Here we go, our boys firing. Synchronous torpedo launches there. Very good. But while I'm here... Ooh, Leander's a good ship. I like the Leander. Where is she? There. She's really moving too. Let's just fire there and see what happens. I think we'll hit her. Wasn't a terrible shot considering I was guessing. If anything, I thought she was moving slightly faster than she actually is. Alright, looks like our destroyers have spotted one fella in a Z car over here. Ben 56 Epic is his name. I'm going to have to wait till I get around the corner to engage the enemy. I love the Queen Elizabeth. This is one of my favourite battleships. It's just a fun old ship. It was the Queen's 100th birthday the other day as well. Alright, so our job is going to be to engage the Colorado here while these two destroyers and cruiser try to handle the smaller destroyers. Looks like he's turning away from us a little bit. Alright, I'm starting to get hits now. But you can see volleys of big-ass torpedoes coming around. I'm actually going to cut the corner a bit and do what, like, the opposite of what you'd think. Because whoever that was, they just already fired off their volley. Our destroyers are getting sunk over there. But we know that both of their destroyers are currently just above B. Oh, no, wait. They've got another one. They've got 3, of course. Alright, I might actually have to focus on this guy a little bit. And I'm going to try to get the hell out of here. The Admiral's having to do a 3-point turn, which puts him in a real tight position. Because those two destroyers might swing around and engage him before he can get out of there. But you never know, he might be alright. As it is, it looks like this Z-39 is getting the shit kicked out of him, which is very good. He's loosed a volley off. One of those cruisers over there, I think, just fired on me. Good job, Fiji. Good job. Right, now I can focus on the Colorado. Yeah, I know that's what you were doing. I saw that you were dodging those torpedoes. And actually, it occurs to me that I probably should have been dodging these ones. Even though... I wonder if they were fired at me.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Oh, yes, torpedoes. What? I thought they were fired at someone else, but considering how it turned out they were perfectly in my path, maybe they were fired at me. I'm going to do a little quick turn around them. Alright, I really want that Colorado gone because he's a thorn in our side right now. And I just want him dead. I just want him gone so we can swing around and focus all our guns on the real enemy. And not have to deal with this guy. I fired assuming he might turn right slightly, but he hasn't yet. There's a load of cruisers off to our left though, which is again what I'd really rather be focusing on at this point. He's turning into those torpedoes? What's he doing? I'm going to get set on fire in a minute by so many cruisers. He is now swinging right. Okay. One good volley and there it is. Alright, now what have we got? That Leander's back. A fine ship, the Leander. Speedy as anything. I mean, she's speeding her way out of my gun range. Polite of her to slightly turn back into it for a moment there. We still have a problem over here. Our team on the other side of the map are being chased away. There aren't many of them left. The strength in our team is really over here right now, but we need to spot the enemy. I don't often ask people for spotting, but in this case, what's he doing? Is he turning? That was a pretty good shot. I hit him. Nice. I don't know what the hell a storm lantern is. I want a storm lantern, like a real one. You know, that'd be cool. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, one of these will hit me. Oh, that's alright. I tell you what, those torpedoes do a lot of damage. Whoever fired that, probably storm lantern. Those are some powerful torpedoes. Now our big problem is there's going to be a bunch of cruisers and so on sitting behind smoke, and we can't see them. And we do have our cruiser pushing in hard. The Fiji's a fast ship. But we really need to spot the enemy here, because we could easily get the crap sunk out of us long before we even see them. Still, this has been a fun match, even if we do end up losing. We technically do have the numbers right now, but and the Colorado over there hasn't been scratched. What about the... We can't see the cruiser. There is a cruiser over there, probably getting the crap kicked out of him. Alright, come on. Come on, lads. What, are you guys my bodyguards? No, look at this. I've never seen this formation before. Nice. I'm doing the horn. Oh, come on. Keep it tight there, Admiral. You're getting a little close. You don't want to have an incident. Do you reckon they're running away to regroup? Or do you reckon they're lying in wait to just come out from behind a rock and torpedo us? Because it is going to get real tight. I'm going to swing left around this rock and get in real close. One thing that the Queen Elizabeth can do quite well is turn, not on a dime, but like better than you'd think for a battleship. Some of my best matches in this thing are chasing people in between rocks and dodging torpedoes and just being pretty good at getting around obstacles, I guess. Oh, I know, isn't it, Sammy? It's a lovely bloody formation. So it is. And it's a lovely day. Look at this weather. You see the sun shining. This enemy guy is called Ruined Your Game 69. You have to be a certain type of person when you sit down to come up with a username for like a, you know, Steam or Xbox to be like, I want a username that lets people know that I'm not here to have a good time. I'm here to make other people's day worse. Like, I'm here because I don't like other people being happy. So I'm going to call myself Ruined Your Game. And that's not enough. I want people to really know that I have the humor level of a 13-year-old. Although actually there are plenty of very funny 13-year-olds. So I'm going to add a 69 to the end of that username, just so that people know that not only am I a toxic player, but that I know the funny sex number. And I've definitely had sex, honest. I don't know. It's just, why would you call yourself Ruined Your Game? We're all here to have fun. I mean, by all means, you can sink me. But, like, they're sinking me. I'm engaging the Lizzie now. I'm going to get the shit kicked out of me soon. Thankfully, my two colleagues are here, and someone laid smoke. Can I thank him directly? Can I do that and then say thank you? No. I select him. And I'm an idiot. I'm pressing the wrong button. I've got the will to rebuild. Not that it really matters. Alright. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to keep firing on the Lizzie, even though I can't really see her. Just fire one shot off randomly. I like to be able to see the enemy ships before I fire on them, although that did hit her. Looks like she's turning away now. She's getting absolutely pelted now that she's come out around that corner. One more strong battleship volley ought to finish her off, I think. She has good repairs, though. She could start using them. I won't be able to fire before she's gone. Ooh, someone just scratched her on the arse. That was pretty nice. She's still in the fight, sadly. Yep, can't fire on her anymore. Oh, beautiful! Colorado finished her off. Good job. It was glorious, wasn't it, Sammy? It really was. Oh. I saved a great meme about when casual players who just want to have fun run into players who are super hardcore. Maybe I'll send it on the Discord later. Like, it's okay to be hardcore, but there's hardcore, and I think this particular meme was like, what was it? Players who were like serious in a toxic way, basically. I found it funny. I don't know. This Leander's gonna sink us all. She's nimble, that's the thing. The Leander's a nimble ship. Ooh, beautiful! Oh, that was me, technically. Beautiful. See, this is the power of 3 battleships that are so close to each other and moving at top speed that a single powerful volley of torpedoes could kill us all. No, but seriously though. Alright, the Belfast, we're not going to have long to fire on her. She is pretty far away and turning away from us. She's going to be a hard nut to crack just because she's maneuverable. I think the California is the guy we really need to sink. I'm hoping, as Sammy would say, I'm really hoping that maybe this cruiser can go and capture B or something. We need to we're going to be losing on points eventually. It's all very well and good to... Alright, cruiser... I want to tell this cruiser to go after that cruiser, but I can't. The California is going to be able to continue to fire on us because she'll be able to spot us from this other cruiser. Although the cruiser's hiding in smoke so badly. We appear to be splitting up. I'm going after the California and my other guys are going after B. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn as hard as I'd like here, but I'm going to tell the cruiser to turn back as well. I want us to stick together. Yeah, I want us to stick together. Alright, I'm good. I'm turned. Do it yourself. Well, I considered that, but I thought that we were all going to push towards A, probably capture A and kill the California. My concern was... Oh, this Fiji's in a bad spot. He's pretty screwed. My concern was that if we don't press our advantage on the California and this cruiser, if we came over here to B, they could just start laying into us from a distance. Hell, the California could fire on us from over the hill and we can't even see him. There goes the Fiji. Now we've got a problem. Sure, there are 3 of us, and sure we have a lot of health, but that cruiser, man, we need to kill that cruiser. Yeah, that Fiji, I don't know why he kept going that way. Maybe he didn't look at the map and realise we'd all turned away. That was a bad move. Seems like he just wanted the glory of torpedoing that battleship, but it was never going to work out. Oh, I thank you, backup software, for letting me know that the backup has run and you've just backed up 95 files and my next scheduled backup is at 17:45 tomorrow. That's good to know. Great. Man, that thing... It's the worst when that thing will pop up, like, on top of a video game and minimize, like, Helldivers or something. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna... as Sammy suggested, I'm gonna try to remain hidden for a little while here. Although that California is going to see me if he's not in smoke. He's going to be able to see me easily. I'm just going to have to fire on him. He does have that shitty username at least, so that's fun. Yeah, okay, let's engage the California. He's hurting. I'm worried about that cruiser swinging in here and firing a bunch of torpedoes at us, but it'll take him another 20 seconds to get here. In the meantime, the California is reversing. For whatever reason. I don't want to slow down too much. We've got 30 seconds left, actually. Huh, I didn't realise the timer was running low. Alright, here's that cruiser. Remember I said he was on his way in? Alright, everybody evade, evade, evade. Turn hard left, Admiral. Turn hard, hard left. This guy's probably got torpedoes. Apparently he doesn't have torpedoes, so I'm not entirely sure what his big move is here. I assumed he was going to sneak his way in order to torpedo us, but if he doesn't have torpedoes, maybe he could just crash into us. Man, what was that move? Why did he come down here? Maybe he knew he'd lost and just wanted to get a few shots in. It's a fun match. And that'll be it for the Admiral. The Admiral's off. Oh, I forgot to turn the minimap back on. Oh yeah, GG, Admiral. Anyone want to join us? I know, War Duckling said he might join us, but I don't know if he's around. Yeah, I figured he wanted to sneak behind us, but that would only really be useful if he had some way of hurting us in a meaningful manner. And I guess if he didn't have torpedoes, he could... Maybe he was planning to crash into us? It didn't really look like it, did it? I'm not really sure what his plan was there. But sneak up on us he did. I mean, I figured, and I timed his appearance down to within 10 seconds, so I already kind of knew where he was going to be coming from. But ooh, yes, happy 100th birthday to the Queen a couple of days ago. Yeah, you were expecting it. I was expecting it. We have a drink here. Mm. I don't know if you know this, Admiral, but there's a free something or other in the store. There's the captain's provisions. It gives you a couple of free days and stuff. I am drinking. This was a drink that I found out about from Ponder, who does retro game streaming and stuff. So I always just drink pretty much 99% of the time. I'm drinking squash, which for those who don't know, squash is like cordial. It's like a small amount of stuff, and then you add a bunch of water to it, you know. And I used to drink mostly just like black currant squash, but after I had my gallbladder removed, um, it was giving me a funny stomach at night. Like when I'd wake up, even if I'd just drink a sip of it, wasn't great. So I was looking for a change. And this didn't do it for me at first, but when I added more cordial, usually I have it very light on the cordial, just enough to slightly give it flavour. But when I added a bit more, anyway, it's fine now. And this is barley water, which sounds more impressive than it is. There's like a tiny itsy witsy teensy eensy weensy bit of barley in it, which gives it a slightly clouded colour. And this is the peach flavour barley water, and this is Robinson's. There's probably some off-brand ones. I don't normally go for the fancy brands. I normally go for the own brands. But now that I've found a drink that I can have beside my bed at night and not leave me in pain for 30 minutes when I take a sip of it at night, because I like to stay hydrated, I'm just going to stick with it. This works. It tastes good. I pretty much just drink this and tea. And occasionally something else. Mostly just this and tea. I don't know. I always say that variety is the spice of life, and I hate sticking to the same thing all the time. But that's mostly not true when it comes to drinks. I can just drink the same two things every day forever, and that's fine for me, which is weird because for all the other stuff, like I dated someone once who was perfectly happy to just eat the same meals every day, and we got into debates where they were like, why do we have to buy all these different foods? Why can't we just eat the same thing we ate last week and the week before? And obviously that drives me crazy. But it was, they were cool with it. And in the same way, I'm kind of cool with drinking the same thing. It's weird. Anyway, let me read chat. All right, yeah, you take care. You take care, Raven. Yeah, it's... Oh, a Bovril. Bovril's fucking great, man. I'm going to get on Bovril. I got a new jar of Bovril the other day. Let's see if I can kick the Admiral out, seeing as he's leaving anyway. There you go. All right, no one want to join? Sammy, you want to join? You got 10 seconds to make up your mind. Otherwise, I'm going to whip out my Orion over here and just have a good time. There are a couple of retirement houses near me, I guess. Bungalows for old people. This shed is probably on top of an ancient pet burial ground. Whenever I dig the garden, I'm always digging up dog bones and cat bones and stuff. I love Bovril. Bovril's so good, man. So delicious. And you know what? Bovril, it doesn't go bad. It's magic. I opened a jar of Bovril that I hadn't had in a while, and there was a little bit of mold inside the jar, but it wasn't touching the Bovril. It was above the Bovril line, probably where I'd probably stuck a spoon in that had a bit of because I probably stuck the spoon in to get Bovril out at some point, and then double dipped, put it in the water, stirred it, put it back in the Bovril. So the Bovril was totally fine. You just had to get just wipe the mold away from the glass. The Bovril was untouched. Bacteria won't even touch, mold won't even touch Bovril. So There's a gag in there somewhere. You can put the rest together yourself. Oh, Bovril's so good. The thing I learned about Bovril, and no, Bovril didn't go rancid. It was fine. The thing I learned about it is that if you put the amount in that it tells you to use, like 1 teaspoon in a mug, that's nowhere near enough. It doesn't even taste good. Oh, we're gonna get slaughtered here. 2 teaspoons, double the dosage, is what we need. All right, so we are 3 battleships here on this particular map, where their aircraft carrier is going to be like up here somewhere, and they're going to have at least 1 destroyer on this side of the map. I'm certain. Actually, maybe not. No, I think so. You see how on the map here we've got 5 of our guys are at the bottom on the other side of the map, and just 3 of us here. It's probably reversed on their side. So I bet we're going to be going up against a bunch of cruisers and destroyers and probably their aircraft carrier. We're going to get fucked. Like, there's no way in hell I'm going to try and capture C. I'm going to do what these guys are doing in turn. I mean, look. If it turns out that the enemy are completely incompetent and aren't able to tear us the fuck apart, because the thing is, there's nowhere to hide. There's no cover here at all. You could turn around. You could turn tail and go behind the island, but that's not a very sporting thing to do. Let me slow down and let this guy pass. So you just have this big open area. Whenever I spawn on this side of the map, it's always tough, and especially in a battleship, because you spawn over here in this big open area where the enemy are going to spot you really quickly. And if it's just battleships on battleships, that's not so bad. But it's going to be destroyers, and the aircraft carrier is going to get a whiff of us, and it's going to go to hell quickly. Yeah, you say it's tier 3, but that doesn't mean anything. Like, that doesn't change how skilled the, enemy team are. All that changes is the ships, really. And our ships are just as tier 3 as theirs are, you know what I mean? So, let's see what happens. It seems like at least one of their destroyers is on the other side of the map, which helps. Certainly helps. But we don't know where their other destroyer is yet. Looks like their aircraft carrier is interested in us, which is marvellous. This Agincourt seems to have slowed down a touch, but he's getting moving again now. I'm concerned about these torpedoes, but they're not going after me. All we can do is hope we can lay into them before they lay into us. I am winging my way towards A, and there is at least 1 destroyer in A. I like the Orion anyway. She's a fine battleship. I like her. She's a fun battleship. She's turning towards me. Alright. Look at the amount of relatively well-targeted lead she can fire down range, Oh yeah, it changes that most of the ships aren't that great. You're correct, but my ship is not that great, their ship's not that great, so it kind of evens out, right? This guy almost seems like he's firing his secondaries at me. What's my secondary range? Extremely low. Seems like the Agincourt has an insane secondary range, because he's firing at me at over twice my secondary range. And I was right. Here's their destroyer. Alright, if nothing else, let's at least take the Agincourt off the board. It's 3.5, right? So yeah, my secondaries are in range now. I'm going to have to turn away because this destroyer seems to be coming in for a run on me. I'm pretty much done for. This destroyer's going to get me. The Agincourt's going to get me. Wait, I don't know. That's the Agincourt. They're 2 Agincourts. Great. We're just done for, man. I can't even bring my guns around on the Agincourt anymore because they're too slow to come about. I can't even hit the Clemson. Alright, let's try and get a shot off on the Clemson. I'm just going to have to swing away and hope our team, or the one guy who's still back here, can somehow win the day. But yeah, this is what I mean, right? So whenever I spawn on this side of the map, you're outnumbered automatically. So there's like 1, 2, 3, there's like 4 or 5 guys up here. In this case, there were 4 of them, plus the aircraft carrier usually focuses on you. And there he is. And if you're in a battleship, like, you're not entirely screwed, I guess. But What can 3 battleships do against multiple battleships, multiple destroyers, an aircraft carrier with no cover, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide? You just have to hard brawl straight at the enemy. You could, when the map starts, turn around and turn tail and run down here, but that's not a good idea. So I just never... If I spawn on the other side of the map, it's the opposite story, right? Because you spawn over here, you're usually outnumbering them, but even if you're not, you've got the potential for a little bit of cover here to do something with while still being able to engage them, you know? And you might yourself be in a destroyer, or you at least have some destroyers with you, or a cruiser or something. But yeah, anyway, I'm not annoyed by it. It's just I find that map is unbalanced. Like, depending on where you start, you get a big boost or a big debuff. It's so hard to win when you spawn in that particular spot. Yeah, I was against 2 Agincourts there, and eventually their destroyer caught up as well, Clemson, and their aircraft carrier could smell... They could smell our weakness, and he decided to come over and torpedo us as well. So, yeah. Yeah, oh well. But hey, that's life. Maybe next time I'll spawn on the other side of the map. Who knows? I've decided to pull the Tiger out because the Admiral brought this ship out earlier and I remembered it existed. Oh, anyway. Let's bring the energy level down a little bit. When I started streaming, I was trying to be very chill, and I'd like to think I'm relatively chill. Sometimes I watch back some of my stuff so I can make clips, and I almost feel bad at how chill I'm being, because like when we played Peak the other day, normally when you watch videos of Peak... God, what am I going to do here? Should I go up to C? Should I go up to C? That seems like madness. All the other battleships are down there. I'm in a relatively speedy ship, but yeah, when we were playing Peak the other day, like I'm just being really chill. But whenever I watch videos of people playing Peak, they're all like super high energy. Oh my god, oh, I'm falling. You know? And I'm just here like, oh dear, I've fallen. Oh dear. I'm having a good time. I hope people don't think I sound bored. I like to be chill. I'm not sure what to do here, really. Wow, that one cruiser of ours is already a bajillion miles away. Look, he's already on the other side of the map, practically. He's in, like, D10 down there. That guy's moving. Yeah, Pooh Bear. Good old Pooh Bear. I mean, I'm in a Tigger right now. Kinda, right? Okay, they've got a destroyer in C. We've got our guy in C. They've already seen us, so there really is no point me holding back here. I'm not certain how this is going to go for me, particularly. I do have a friendly cruiser coming this way, and there is a friendly battleship, the Higua, which is great. I like a Higua. But I'm already being set on fire. Probably by the Graf Spee, but it could have been someone over there. You never know. Oh, Fubuki. Yeah, okay, I was about to say this guy should lay smoke and fucking run. Alright, you think I can hit this Fubuki? Just randomly fire and hope he swings hard left. I'm not entirely sure what the wise course of action would be here. I might... Well, we're getting torpedo planes on us for one thing. We've got all of the friendly battleships coming this way, which is great. But they're all behind me now, right now, which is not so great. I think I'm going to swing around to try to occlude myself somewhat and stay away from their destroyer, who's probably going to want to torpedo me. I'm not running away. I'm not leaving the battle. I'm just trying to... Oh, he's reversing. God damn it. He got me. I assumed he was moving forwards. I'm just trying to control how many people are able to hit me right now, or indeed see me. Considering our destroyer is on this side of the smoke and not hunting, it's a bit concerning. I might even spin in a circle. That's a good trick, right? Circle spinning. Head towards the Graf. Right, let's say I did that. Let's say I headed towards the Graf Spee. I'll have a destroyer off to my right who gets an easy shot of me. Plus now I'll be easily within shooting like range and aim and everything of 2 battleships. Plus their aircraft carrier is going to see that and think I'm coming after him. Because I'll be the closest ship by far to him, so he'll start doing what he's doing now and torpedoing me. Basically, I'll have half their team on my back. What I really want to do is catch up here, now that I've done a little circle, catch up with the rest of my buddies. And now I'm ready to turn back in and start engaging them. And hopefully they don't all just aim at me. They might still, because they see I'm the one that has less health. But I would much rather be in a bit of a battleship row over here with these guys than gun down, you know, just gun it straight down there on my own. Kind of wish I had some smoke, though. I certainly didn't get my destroyer sunk. It's weird that he just kind of came back behind his smoke and sat there for a while. It was bizarre. I don't actually know what happened to him while I was turning away. Their aircraft carrier utterly wants me dead. I'm going to spin around again. I'm just going to have to get out of here. I'm just going to have to retreat. They really... Now that they've, like, smelled blood, even though I'm here with all of my colleagues, they all have full health and I'm almost dead. So their whole team just wants to sink me. They don't even care about shooting at all these guys. Look at this. It's just torpedoes. It's just bombs. It's just fire from all these guys. They just want to hit me and no one else. And there's nothing I can do but run away. Hope that I can get out of visual range of the enemy before they sink me. And just hope that they can do a good job. I'm screwed. I actually don't think I have enough health to survive here at all. It's unfortunate. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, the aircraft carrier got me. And I wasn't even going after the aircraft carrier. It's just I happened to be the guy at the front. Even though I noticed that and started turning to rejoin my group, I didn't notice it quickly enough. And so once the enemy got their eye in and said, this is the guy we want to target, even though I blended back in with the team, they still just wanted me. It's a shame, but like that's why... No, I don't want my fucking settings. That's why... I forget what I was going to say. I was going to say something about battleships and how it can be so tricky sometimes to know what you're going to do with them. I don't know where I was going with that sentence. Huh. Yeah, it's a shame because, like, you don't want to stay really, really far at the back and be very cautious and never push in and never fight the enemy. But at the same time, you don't want to push too far forward and suddenly find that, oh, actually, there's a bunch of enemy guys there and they all want to kill you kind of thing. And it's very difficult when you get into a slightly tough situation like that. What do? You know? You can't really get into cover. There was an island, and I could, if I really wanted to, I could have pushed right behind that island and been in some cover. But I'd have had to have stopped, and then their destroyer could have pushed in and torpedoed me. Oh well. Yeah, you say that the Rook has great anti-aircraft. It probably does. I never find the anti-aircraft on any ships to be particularly useful. I've stopped bringing, you know, all those like anti-aircraft boosts and launching the little planes and things to help shoot planes down. It doesn't seem to help very much. You know, absolutely, a battleship has way more anti-air than a destroyer or something, and it does absolutely affect, like when I'm trying to bomb a battleship or whatever, they do shoot a lot of my planes down, but it doesn't stop me from dropping my torpedoes on them, generally. And as a battleship, no matter how much anti-aircraft I have, if I'm just one guy on my own, it's never really enough to stop them from dropping stuff on me, you know? If you're in a group with people, then having slightly better anti-air might be the difference between stopping them and not stopping them. But I've just never noticed it being particularly effective. But yeah, tier 6 and up. What's the highest tier? I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. Hey, I like this map. I don't know how great I'm going to be in the Ganga on this map, but this is a cool map. What does LT mean? Lieutenant? Lieutenant, as the British would say. Lieutenant, as the Americans would say. Oh, legendary. Yeah, I know that there's a legendary tier at the top. I have like one of those ships, I think. I never play it though, because I just assume that the people who have those ships are like extremely good at the game and I'm not, so there's not really much point me taking that ship out, you know. So I have one, I just never ever ever use it. No point. That's where all the hardcore people are, the kind of people who would complain and tell you to get good and stuff, you know. Yeah, the Incomparable, that's it. I'm glad you remember. I'm sure it's a cool ship, but I just expect everyone in that tier are going to be the kind of people like, oh no, you don't belong in this tier, you're not the proest player we've ever seen. No. Maybe I'm completely wrong and they're not like that, but as soon as you start like telling people they're amazing and calling them special and legendary, some of them, it will go to their head, you know what I mean? Anyway, I like this ship. You definitely have to send a letter a week ahead if you want to stop and start reversing. But for a tier 3 Russian battleship, it's surprisingly fun. Ah, hello. I tell you, if I could only turn my guns around, we could have some fun. Oh, she's turning left again. God, look at all that fire going down range. Are they like that? I was right, was I? I mean, I've played other video games, so it was a good guess. Yeah, I don't like to judge a book by its cover or anything. I did see a post online, someone complaining about some of the people in voice chat in this game. And it's funny because I forget this game even has voice chat because I've never once turned it on. But I'm from the internet, so I know that you never turn voice chat on in games because it's just going to be a lot of unpleasant people. It was an eye-opener, though, because there were other people in that same... Oh, he's behind that island. There were other people in that same conversation who were saying, like, oh, yeah, and it's funny because, like, there are some people who get very serious about the game and they're the ones thinking they can, like, shout commands out at people over voice, like, oh, you should do this and you should do that, and I'm very smart and I know the game and you should do what, you know. But it's funny because those people forget that some people are playing the game... This Campbelltown's going to be the end of me here. Like, at work on a break on their phone, you know? There was one person that said, like, oh yeah, when I was playing, I heard a guy on voice chat while he was playing the game, so like he was a plumber selling a toilet to someone. Oh, okay, this guy, as soon as I'm about to shoot him, decides to take cover. I mean, a perfectly wise move. Not great for me, though. It's like he doesn't want me to win the game. What are you doing, Izuchi? What are you just kind of hanging out over there? What's going on? You presumably want to fire on me, right? Why don't you fire a volley at me just as you're reversing? Go on. No? You don't want to? He's probably reloading. He's aiming at me. What the hell? Oh, sorry, Mr. Cruiser. Didn't see you there. I'm just swinging away. What have we got? Some torpedoes. All right, let's turn away from them. I don't really want to because it puts me not in the position I want to be in, but I don't want to get torpedoed. So. He's dropping them on the cruiser, but they're just as liable to hit me, frankly. In fact, what am I going to do here? How do I avoid this torpedo? It's headed straight for me. I'm going to very, very slowly move away from it. I can't maneuver to avoid this thing. It's going to be a very slow collision. Oh, no, I did it! God, I'm the best player ever. God, I mean, there's no one quite as good at this game as I am. Oh, you can see commander levels. Oh yeah, because you can like highlight people and stuff in the pause menu. I can't even see where this guy actually is. I'm just going to randomly fire. I don't know, that was a pretty good shot. I almost hit him. Considering it was pretty random, that wasn't too bad. I am nowhere near the battle. Like, I was forced to turn around for two reasons. Firstly, that destroyer, we weren't able to shoot it because I wanted to go down here and engage through these rocks, but that destroyer that's just been blown up was there the whole time, and these two cruisers that were with me weren't able to hit it, and I wasn't able to hit it, so I couldn't push in, and I had to turn away, and then I had to avoid those torpedoes, and now I am all the way back here, not where I want to be at all. It's a relaxing game, though, because no matter how frustrating it might seem to the viewer to be like, oh, you're all the way back here and you know, maybe you really want to get out into the fight. And it's like, yeah, kind of, but also I'm pretty chill. pretty chill. I could just put my controller down right now. I like that about this game. You can just relax sometimes. You know what? How about after this we bring out that legendary ship? I wish I had a microphone on my Xbox or something. I guess I could turn on voice chat when this game comes to PC in like a week or two, right? Because I've got this microphone. I could start talking to people. I'm sure they're all very friendly, right? That'd be good. Have you ever turned on your microphone on this game with random strangers, Sammy? Do you know like what kind of people normally play and stuff? Or like where are they from? Like, do you get a lot of like Americans, or is this just a European server, or do you get people from like all kinds of around the world? Sometimes games will lump different time zones and stuff together, or different regions. Like in Europe, we might not get America depending on the time of day or how busy the servers are, but you might get lumped with like people from Asia and stuff, you know. All right, so you said yes, but to be fair to you, I did go a bit ADHD and ask about 8 different questions there. So which question were you saying yes to? I really am not going to be able to engage with this fight at all. The whole show is a fast ship as well, but she's driving towards 2 destroyers, so I don't see this ending well for her. Oh, right, yeah, okay, that's kind of interesting. They're unaware that their mic's on by default. Huh. That'd be a lot of fun if you start responding to things they're saying and they don't realise that it's because of the video game. I could start cosplaying the British Navy at them. I'm not even good at doing a British accent, you know? Like the posh British accent that you expect from people. I'm not even good at that. Okay, yeah, let me... sorry, I remember now. Okay, so you were saying, like, from 6 and up, people get a bit... so there's a 6. Okay. I don't have any 8s yet. What am I... what do I have? These are all my 7s that I'm leveling up. I never take this out. This is the one that has the planes. It's like a battleship with planes, and I'm just not very good at it yet, so I've not been touching it. I should just get more practice. I do like the Cherbourg. I must be pretty close to finishing it off by now. I mean, kinda, but it's still another 120,000 XP. Sure, I'll have that in another 4 years, I'm sure. Great. And how far's this guy? 170. Jeez. I shudder to look at these ones because I play them even less. Anyway, let's pull out that ship that we said we were going to pull out. Let's get to the filters. Ah, the incomparable. Sonar, yeah. Yeah, like, if I'm picking between sonar and, like, a slightly better anti-aircraft, this thing never does anything for me. It seems so pointless. I feel like this might be useful, and obviously, you know, enhanced secondaries is occasionally helpful. Oh yeah, I put really dumb camouflage on this ship because it's my only like super fancy ship, and I just wanted to be silly with it, so I put the best camo on, as you can see. Oh, but Sammy, I'm going to be playing in a legendary ship, and you might not have unlocked any legendary ships yet, you know. There you are. Hey, look, you have the same picture as this guy. I can tell I need some food now. I'm feeling... I didn't have any lunch, and it's actually... Honestly, it's 6 p.m. here. It's almost time for dinner. So I will be wrapping up pretty soon. Because I'm starting to feel like low blood sugar. I'm starting to feel like I need to eat. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get a bit tired. Alright, what did we unlock? Oh, it was the Victoria thing, wasn't it? That looks kind of nice, actually. You know what? That goes really well with the Klingon thing. I'm gonna use that. I like the Klingon one. It kind of looks kind of cool. Alright, yeah. I'm happy. You know what you might be able to do here then? I don't... I don't see myself doing well in this ship or anything, but like my Mr. Scrooge here, I've got him reasonably well leveled up. I could put a different preset on him if this is a bad one. You know, for this particular ship. I don't know anything about this ship. I've taken it out twice, probably. I got better reload, better penetration, better grouping, better range and grouping. I guess I'm going for just like shooty shoot. You know, improved dispersion, improved secondaries. I can always go for more range over improved secondaries, I guess. Change the fourth row to middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like... Okay. So this has the advantage of giving you a faster cooldown on your damage control so you can use it more often, but it makes it last less long. That was a really terrible sentence. And I think, what's the disadvantage there? Like, while your damage control is active, people can't start fires and you can't be, like, flooded or something? Never really thought about it too much. Anyway, I want to... I wish... Is there a way of just copying my preset? I have to start from scratch. God, that's really annoying. I wish I could just copy it. Because I just want... I just want the same thing, but pick this thing like you said. What's this? Torpedoes, fires, whatever. I want to pick these same dudes. What have we got? We got Paolo and Zhao Zha. Alright, let's pick those guys again. Zhao Zha and Paolo. The frame rate makes it hard to read their names while it's moving. There he is. Really? Not like... This thing gives me 47% more HP recovered when I use a repair team. Is that not good? Because I lose a lot of health. This thing slightly decreases the amount of damage that fire does. And then it does... Look, this other thing that it does, I find it's never useful because it removes damage over time. Presumably removes the damage the fire does only if you have 3 concurrent fires. And I never do. Or if I do, I'm already in really bad straits from something else anyway, you know. So I don't know. I'll try it, but when people set me on fire, I feel like they're smart enough to know not to set too many fires, right? In case I have that. I don't know. I'll give it a go. I asked for your advice after all, and I'm taking it. You know, I'm no fool. There's no other upgrades to put on this thing, is there? No. All right, let's give it a go. What the hell? I didn't invite this guy. Someone you know? That's a good drink. Have we played with this guy before? The name's almost familiar. Like, months ago. Oh yeah, I have a really bad memory. Especially if it's someone I've not, like, talked to too many times. And it's entirely possible, unless this guy has been in the stream chat a few times, or the Discord, that we may never have spoken ever. I'm bad at remembering usernames and stuff, you know. But yeah, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. Seriously. I remember grinding that campaign one Sunday. I couldn't tell you who I did it with. Except you, I suppose. Yeah, I'm bad at remembering names. I'm pretty good with faces. I remember a face for years. It's just remembering the name for the face. And it's even harder with usernames online. You know, especially not very memorable ones. You know, like Sammy is pretty memorable. I like Sammy. Well, who else? There was thingy War Duckling from earlier on. He's got a really memorable name, you know. All right. So I think what's interesting about this mode is you end up playing against a bunch of ships that don't show up in any of the others. So I have no idea what any of these ships are because I've never seen any of them before ever. Like, I know the Yamato, Weirdly enough, I feel like, is the Aki not, like, in the game normally? I don't know. Maybe it's a different Aki. But yeah, the point is, I don't know any of these ships. I vaguely recognize the map, though. I think I've seen this map before. Alright, what's this ship got? Secondaries at 5, torpedoes at 10, single tube by tube, very nice. She can fire a lot further than her spotting range, that's nice. Seems like she's got a reasonably good range. The question is, shall I follow Justin here? Interesting move. Oh, it's that rolling smoke that some ships have. That's cool. I like Columbo. Whoa, Jesus. Hang on. I was about to say I like Columbo because it's a good TV show, but look at this guy's ship. It is decked out. Look at this thing. He's got a little hand up there and everything. Ah, there's a destroyer over here. Thankfully, Sammy's here. God, I'm getting a headache now. Assuming that guy's still moving forwards. Looks like I'm going to have to move. There's a big volley of torpedoes coming our way. Trying to relax now. I'm definitely like getting like a sugar low at this point. Wow, look at all those torpedoes. Jesus. Who is firing 40 billion torpedoes? Where's this guy? At least we weren't hit. What to do here? What to do, what to do, what to do. Sammy's been sunk. The middle of the map seems pretty dangerous. There's a bajillion guys all firing on Justin here. While I'll soon be able to fire on one of them, our other guys are way over at the back over there. Those two battleships are way back there. Not entirely... Oh, this guy's not coming in a direction that's going to allow me to hit him. Man, what to do here? If I went up towards B, I'd just get burnt to a crisp like this guy's being. By, what, 3 battleships, 4 battleships and a cruiser up there? I could swing around this way. You know what, I've been spotted anyway. I'm going to have to just swing down here and hope that this destroyer doesn't sink me. I'd love to help Justin here, but I don't see any way I can. I couldn't even see any of those guys to shoot them, let alone anything else. Now, unfortunately, as I swing my way down here, there's going to be a destroyer that can see me. As well as a battleship somewhere. Maybe I should just bring my guns around to this side and swing this way. Try and meet up with these 3 guys. I know it's like way down the back here, but there's going to be a lot of bad guys. There's going to be a lot of bad guys. And I can't fight them all on my own. Just like the Scrubs theme tune. Hey, that new series of Scrubs has wrapped up. Oh, torpedo planes. Oh, they're gone. That new series of Scrubs has wrapped up. I've not watched the last episode yet, but alright, yeah, they're in D here.
I command you to defend the area.
It was good. It was good. How the hell... I was about to say, how the hell can this destroyer not see me anymore? But he's laid smoke. Very well. I'll take the opportunity to slowly get some distance between me and him. I could engage the Aki. Oh no, he's still behind cover. Alright. What about this guy? This guy's out in the open. You can tell I'm hungry because this guy's username is Cake Eater. And I could go for some cake right now. I could really go for some like chocolate gatto or something, you know? Maybe like red velvet cake with some cherries on top, you know? What's that like that cherry gatto thing called? Black Forest Gatto. I could go for some Black Forest Gatto. That'd be nice. There's the Yamato. I'm working on unlocking it. Oh, she's not moving for some reason. Maybe she's reversing. Looks like we've got some torpedo planes coming, but not for me. Interesting. I don't see us winning here somehow. I see the enemy are very much in control of all of the points, even the ones they've not captured yet. What few boys we have up there are getting pounded. That guy may be going faster than my guns gave him credit for, actually. That guy's really speeding along. See, this is the problem. I don't know any of these battleships or like how fast they can go or what they can do or anything. Hey, there's a guy in a similar like Roman ship. Oh, it's the same kind of ship, the Colombo. What a strange vessel that was. Well, I expect myself to get slaughtered soon. Might as well turn on my speed boost. That guy just obliterated me, basically. Let's assume he's really bucking at this guy. You know, I gently scratched him. Not much one can do here, really. I mean, I could have, if I really wanted to stay alive a bit longer, I could have gotten behind this rock, stayed in cover. These guys really want to hide behind me the whole time. I could have swung even further to the back of the map, but I didn't want to be that guy that just hides at the back of the map in a battleship, you know, so here I am. Where did we all go wrong? The insects used to be our brothers. Okay, so this is weird. I am getting damaged. Like, I had 3 fires on my ship, and I applied the thing that says when you have 3 fires, you're no longer damaged over time by the fires. But I was still being damaged by the fires, so it didn't work. Or is there like more layers to the fire that I'm unaware of? I thought the damage over time was literally the fire damaging you. But like I had 3 fires and I was still burning. Anyway, that's that ship. It wasn't so bad. That was like an average match that didn't go very well, but you know, was just fine. Just a standard bit of something. Like a cruiser that I'm leveling up or something. About the Pensacola. I never take this thing out. Ever. I have to pick up my drinks bottle carefully, because if I don't, it'll turn my monitor off. Oh, yeah. Ah. Wonder if I have a Mahan. I probably do. I don't normally stream at this time. Who is here? Who's here? Why aren't you having dinner? It's 6:30 p.m. The good shows are on BBC Two at this time. You know, you got Star Trek is on at like 6 p.m. on Channel 2. You got sometimes you get The Simpsons, although sometimes that's on Channel 4. Except in snooker season, man. As a kid, I used to hate snooker. Besides the fact that it's incredibly boring, especially for a child, but it would be on before your shows, before the kids' shows at 6 p.m. dinner time. And if they decided they wanted to run over, then you were stuck with nothing to watch at dinner time, because there's only like 4 or 5 channels, and the only stuff worth watching at 6 o'clock was on BBC Two. Okay, where the hell do I go on this map? Well, I'm in a cruiser. I don't have torpedoes. I guess I can try and set some fires. Okay. Let's swing around through B to get started here. Ah, yeah, man. Danger Mouse was made just near me. For those who are familiar with Danger Mouse, it was made up in Chorlton, which is just a 13-minute drive from here. Yeah.
Requesting assistance. Enemy force sighted on the horizon.
Well, let's see. Oh, they're going to shoot at me. Oh, they're going to shoot at me, alright. Let's see how maneuverable this Pensacola is. I don't know it well enough to know how much wiggle it's got. I'm being targeted by 2 vessels. The problem is my 2 teammates here are hidden. I'm being targeted by 3 vessels. So I'm the, like, as far as these guys over here can tell, I'm the only target around here. Oh, wait, my team have decided to open fire for some reason. That's interesting. It doesn't seem to have deterred the enemy, who are only targeting me. But that's okay. The Pensacola's moderately maneuverable. I mean, it's not the finest thing I've ever seen. I just lost half my health from probably that battleship. How dare you, sir? I'm out here. You look on the minimap, you can see that all of our team, except the 3 of us, have all gone to the other side of the map. So I am just going to get the hell out of here. Especially with my half health from 1 volley. I ain't going to last against these guys. Trying not to hit this quaint little village. It looks like a Hitman map, doesn't it? That little village down there. Sapienza or something. I think I might stream Hitman tomorrow, you know. I think I might boot up the old... I got the World of Assassination. I'm trying to not swing too far away from my colleagues here. Good job, Sammy. But the moment I'm spotted by the enemy, I'm already being targeted by 2 of them. So I guess I do need to continue wiggling. I want to shoot someone, but everyone's out of range. Ah, hello. The Sims. It's very unlikely to hit, but we'll give it a go. Pretty much a shot in the dark there. Ah, I missed him. I would have been shocked if it had hit him. I don't want to swing too far around the other side of the map, because then I'll just get shot at by everyone over there. Who have we got here? We got the Leon. I'm going to turn around and swing my way back around. My colleagues down there have really pushed down against those guys. Ah, hello. I'm going to sneeze. Sorry about that. I watched a great film the other day, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. The remake, not the old one, with Gary Oldman and all them lot. Quite the all-star cast of old spy men. It's good. It's based on a book. You've probably seen it or heard of it. It's a good like post-Cold War, just barely post-Cold War, like Soviet British spy thriller. I almost said US, but the US isn't involved like at all in that film. Marvelous little bit of film. I won't spoil any of it. I won't give away anything. I'm not even going to give away the setup, because you don't learn the setup immediately at the start of the film. Man. This Karakolikuku, he remembers taking half my health off earlier, so now that he's spotted me, he wants to take the rest off. I was swinging around to come assist again, but getting anywhere near this guy is just going to be instant death for me. And he's out of my gun range at this point. I'm not being useful at all. The problem is I can't get close enough to the enemy, because this battleship could easily end me, as we kind of just saw. He's the only guy that's hit me so far, and he's taken most of my health off. And there's not really much point at this point. I thought maybe I could go down and help capture something or help push down that side, but our team have kind of done that already. I guess I'll just drive over this way and maybe pot shot the enemy a little bit. It's not been the game for a little cruiser, it feels. I feel like. I love how the enemy always want to target me, you know? They must know me. They must really dislike me. Because in a sea of other players... Is this guy moving this way? They will so often... I mean, once you lose a bit of health... And they realise, okay, there's the guy with very little health. Let's kill him first, because, you know, it's a losing proposition. All right, who is aiming at me now? Is it the New Mexico? Could be. Let's assume he's going to shoot at me. Let's get one more volley off and then swing around. I reckon he's going to shoot at me. Because again, he can see how little health I have. And he can see how easy it would be to kill me if he gets a good hit on me. Which he did. Alright, I've decided... What was this ship called? The Pensacola? Not that great. It seems very paper thin. I don't know. No torpedoes. Paper thin. That's all I got. Somewhat maneuverable, but not enough, considering how easily obliterated she was. We got Justin over here. Sammy in the background fighting a destroyer and a battleship. That was that battleship that took most of my health off at the start of the match. Danielle, hang on, Danielle Cook. I knew a Danielle Cook. Or a Daniel Cook? Daniel Cook. Danielle Cook. Was it a man or a woman? I'm sure I knew a Danielle Cook in school. When I was like 9 years old. Danielle Cook? I wonder if this is someone I know. Wouldn't that be weird after all these years? To run into someone from primary school. Huh. It's gone real quiet. Ah. No. Sammy's trying to torpedo that battleship through the gap. Let's follow these and see if they find their targets. I want to play more U-boat. One of my viewers, I think it might have been Corky, good job, Justin, getting the Gneisenau out there, mentioned that he just bought it a couple of weeks ago, and they've just released a big update with some new features and some new, like, whole new submarines. Just a bit short there. But there's also a bunch of game-breaking bugs that they've added, so now isn't really the time to play that game, sadly. Not until they fix all that stuff. Marvelous game, though. Loads of fun. Like, if you like submarine sims, it's a very good one of those. Might as well think of it as a modern, up-to-date Silent Hunter, you know? It's really good. There's a mod you can get that adds authentic, dated music to the radio stations that you can pick up, because your radio man can tune into local radio stations depending on where you are, you know? So if you're close enough to France or America or the UK or Germany or, you know, Sweden or whatever, and depending on what time period of the war you're in, you'll hear different music and different radio announcements and all kinds of cool stuff. It's a lot of fun. And also, that particular mod, all of the music and stuff is just stored in OGG files in like a folder in like your Steam mods folder. So you can just go in there and grab all that music if you just want to listen to it as well. It's all old, you know, copyright-free wartime stuff, I guess. It has a use in the game as well. Ah, there you go. Sammy got that, killed my childhood friend, Daniel Cook. We weren't friends, we just knew each other. I just recognized the name. What was I saying? Oh, the music. Yeah, it has a use in the game as well. Well, first off, you don't want to be playing your radio to your crew if you're doing like silent running, because other ships can pick it up on the hydrophone and stuff. You know, they can hear you. But also, it boosts morale and stuff. It cheers your crew up to listen to the radio. So when you're cruising along, you know, if you want to play your radio for the crew, it can help them out. That's a good game. U-Boat is a good game. Maybe don't get it right now, unless it's on sale. And if you're prepared to give it, I don't know, a month or 2 or 3 for them to fix all the bugs they just added to the game. But definitely a real good game. And I am looking forward to playing those new U-Boats once they fix everything up. Ooh, ooh, there you go. You noticed it. There's a lot of torpedoes.
We've been spotted. Roger.
Yeah, I'm going quiet now. You can tell I've got very little else to say. I normally stream at 11 a.m., right? I'm energetic. I've had breakfast. I've got jobs done and I'm ready to sit down for a couple of hours and do some streaming. Today was a busy day, but I still wanted to get a stream out and relax in this game. But we've been going for 2.5 hours now, and it's almost 7 p.m. here, and I am hungry. I'm low on blood sugar. It's been a tiring day. I'm having fun, but you can kind of tell I'm coming down. I'm waning, you know. Ah, good job, Sammy. I think I'll have one more match. Dealer's choice. If one of you guys want to pick a tier, and I'll just pick a ship from that tier, I don't mind. I won't just pick something I'm leveling up. I'll just pick something I like. I like how they have the same icon. Yes, GG to you too, Sammy, especially you too. I'm not sure about that new patch I picked for my little Klingon thing. Like, it looked really good up close. Now I'm thinking it looks like a waffle with the Klingon emblem on it. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. But yeah, pick a ship and I'll pick something around it. And I think, for those of you at home watching, I think tomorrow, if all goes well, I will stream Hitman. I've been looking forward to doing it this week, but this week's gotten a bit busy. But we're going to have some fun with Hitman, is what we're going to do. We're going to do some of those Hitman roulette challenges where you go into a map that you know well, but you have to you have to kill target one in this particular outfit with this particular weapon, and you can't do this and you must do that and all that kind of good stuff. It's going to be fun. A 5. All right. Dee. What fancy shiny gold 5s do I have? Warspite, Leone. What do I have then? Arhan, Pensacola, Independence, Renown, the Normandy, the Kinchikikikun. I can't decide. What are they? They're in a battleship and a thingy. Yeah, maybe I'll bring the Warspite out for funsies. I almost did earlier. I like the Warspite. It's a slightly better version of the Queen Elizabeth. I just feel like people like zero in on it because they know it's quite a good ship. It's like going out there with a big target over my head that says, you should kill me first because I might be a threat. Or maybe people don't think that way. I don't know. Ooh, hey, that tit's back. The one from earlier on the tree. I think it's a great tit, actually. What's it doing this time? We have a bird feeder on the other side of the tree. It's just kind of hanging out, doing things with its feathers. We got a hedgehog a week or two ago, 2 weeks ago now. Silly thing. They're surprisingly speedy hedgehogs. They can really move when they want to, All right. What have we got? They've got a Higua. Great. I'd love a Higua. I don't know how you unlock that thing, but they seem like fine vessels. They seem powerful as fuck. I guess I'm going to just wing my way down here, I suppose. Let's see what... It's Justin. Let's see what Justin's getting up to over here in his very alien-looking California. This thing looks like it's been assimilated by the Borg. Anyway, I should actually turn my guns in the correct direction here. Looks like he's turning in. This isn't good. Here we are out in the open against a bajillion enemies. Oh, this is very bad. This is very, very, very bad. We have, I was going to say an aircraft carrier, but someone is bombing us with planes. Plus we have 2 battleships, no, 3 battleships, and 2 cruisers down here. I need to get into cover as quickly as possible before I'm completely obliterated. Already losing massive amounts of health. Why would the game spawn us over here, directly in front of their entire team with just the 3 of us? I'm already down below half health, and there isn't really much that I can do, not against their entire team spawning directly ahead of us. And naturally they all want to focus on me, as I said. They don't like Warships. They do not. Well, that was a very quick loss. And here come their... they don't have an aircraft carrier, but they somehow have torpedoes and bombers and all sorts. Yep, that was a really terrible spawn. I spawned right here, directly in front of the vast majority of their team, and they just instantly obliterated me. I don't normally get annoyed at this game, but that was just poor planning. You know, whatever developer decided that was a good idea, no. Because how can you possibly get out of that situation? You know what I mean? Oh well. What a terrible game that was. I mean, our team might still win, of course. With a guy like Humble Pig. Actually, let's have a look at some of the usernames. We got a fella here called Biggins. Wombat. Humble Pig down here. Good names. What about the other team? Down with OTT? OTT, what does that stand for? Overtime? Something down with overtime? OTT. That rings a bell. What does OTT mean? OTT. It's going to bug me now. I'll have to look it up later or something. OTT. Let's follow someone here. Disable free camera. See if we can follow. I wish the game would let you pick who you want to follow. Here we are. Let me look up what OTT means. It sounds so familiar. OTT. Let me bring it up. OTT, over the top, refers to streaming media services that deliver video, audio, or messaging content directly to users over the internet, bypassing traditional cable broadcast providers. What? So like Netflix and stuff? What? What? Yeah, no, it's just apparently it just means streaming. It just means like Netflix and things. Huh, why would this guy be against streaming? Whatever. I don't know, that's weird. How did you know what that meant, Sammy? Are you in the streaming engineering business? Hello, Fall Guy. I was going to make this my last match, but if you're here, maybe I'll have one more match. I'll try the Leon out, your favorite ship. I'll give it a go. See, because I've not tried any like gunshipy destroyers today. I really want to know. Oh wait, hang on, no, Sammy. It was you that knew what that term meant. Sorry, you can tell my brain's going. Sammy, how do you know what it meant? And question 2: why is this guy really against streaming services? I mean, I don't like how much they charge and the fact that you have to. You know, they have become the enemy, right? Like, there was a time when people had to pay for a bajillion different cable plans or Sky TV plans if they wanted to watch everything, right? You want to watch your sports, you got to pay the sports thing. You want to watch your sci-fi shows, you got to pay the sci-fi thing. You want to watch it, you know, and it all adds up, right? And so then some Netflix came along and it had not everything, but almost everything. It had more or less everything in one place, and it was great. And then, you know, another service showed up. There was, like, Amazon Prime. It's like, okay, sure, Amazon Prime has some more of the auteur stuff. Look at that California on California violence. And it was fine. It's like, okay, you know, because most of the stuff you want is only going to be on one service or the other, right? So you can just pay for one or maybe pay for both because they're still pretty cheap. And then as time went on, they put their prices up. And not only that, but every man and his dog decided, hey, we can run our own streaming service for our own stuff. That's what we'll do. Is the Leona 5? No. Oh, it is, yeah. And now we've gotten to the point we are at now, where every single production company, television channel and country and so on has their own little streaming things. So you have this problem of if you've got 4 TV shows that you want to watch, you have to sign up for 4 different streaming services, and they're all extremely expensive. They've shot up in price. So it's the same. It's kind of you're back in the situation. Oh, the Higua is a premium, apparently. That'll be why I've never unlocked it or seen it in the tree, I guess. Anyway, I wouldn't mind having that ship. I would not mind. It seems like a pretty cool ship. I mean, I wouldn't pay more than maybe £8 for it. That's a lot of money. £8 is a fair amount of cash. But, you know, all right, you know what? Maybe I'd pay £10 for it. I know that's pretty crazy, £10 for just a ship in a video game, but it's a pretty cool ship. I'd pay £10. Anyway, yeah, so question. How do you know that OTT means over the top? Is it because you're in the streaming industry and you know all of the lingo? And what do you think that guy who decided to sign up for Xbox or whatever, specifically with the username down with OTT, so like, he's so serious about not liking OTT that he's like, I'm going to put it in my username. So for the next 30 years, everyone I play games with will know that the one defining feature of my personality is that I hate OTT. Please explain to me. I have these questions, you know, and then I ask people and they look at me like I'm not being serious. Like you know, people who ask a question when they already know the answer and they're just doing it to be facetious. And I have done that occasionally in my life. I'm not a perfect person. But most of the time I just have questions and I just want to know the answers. And people look at you like you're crazy for wanting to know something, you know. Or they assume everyone already knows. Unwritten social rules that they assume. I mean, they're unwritten, meaning that you don't. If someone doesn't teach them to you, you won't know. You know what I mean? Sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent now. Anyway. You've been shopping for a new chair? Fall Guy, I'm sorry I kind of was off in my own world there when I should have been asking you questions. What kind of chair? Like a video gaming chair? Or are you replacing that nice recliner you had? The one with the drinks holder? Or, I mean, what are we talking about here? What kind of chair? It could, you know what? The weather's getting nice. It could even be like a garden chair. This is the time of year where people flock down to B&M's to buy some garden furniture. Do you reckon I'll hit this bloke? I reckon I won't. I'm very bad at hitting people. I was going to lay some smoke, but Sammy's already done it. I might as well just go get into his smoke. Hope no one shoots at me in the meantime. Alright, there's a guy back there. Ooh, they really want Sammy dead, don't they?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Oh, gaming/office chair. Wait, hang on. Does it have a bedpan inside? Does it have a built-in catheter? That would be convenient. This guy's behind the island. Everyone's laying smoke down here today.
All stations.
There are 4 destroyers on each team. And 3 of ours are down here. 2 of theirs are down here at least. Yeah, just the 2. Saw some torpedoes. You'd think he'd be down in this direction somewhere, wouldn't you? Even if they're not, they're open. If they aren't down here, then they've opened their flank up. But they will be down here. They will.
We've been spotted.
Yeah, see what I mean? If Sammy's been spotted, they must be real close. Could be this bloke. It could be this bloke.
Reporting a target position. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
I'm not a very good shot in a destroyer, especially trying to hit these guys. I took his engine out though. If he continues to move at the same course and speed, it will not be difficult to hit him. That's on him. Really, that's not my skill and more a lack of his skill. But yes, thank you. I'll take any win, especially because I'm starting to get a little bit dizzy. I need some sugar. Do. Alright, this is going to be my last game of the day. We've got bomber planes sniffing around us here. And they have spotted me. I think they're going to... Yeah, they're bombing me right now. Oh, they really hit me as well. Jesus. This thing's really launched a bajillion bombs. I wonder what kind of aircraft carrier that is. I'm holding off on putting the fires out, because he might just drop more bombs on me. While I'm at it, I might as well fire on this guy, who seems to be coming to a stop. Yeah, is this bomber hitting me now or hitting him? But he goes after him, because he's got so little health. This aircraft carrier knows he's in danger, that's why he's suddenly coming after us, because as I mentioned a minute ago, we've kind of managed to push behind their lines. We are going to have to deal with this one destroyer, though, which is what Sammy's already very much doing. No bedpan. Yeah. You could have like a presence sensor, you could have like a sensor so that it knows when you're sat down, and it sends some if this then that commands to your like Internet of Things lights and stuff. So that when you sit down on your gaming chair, it closes the blinds, turns your lights on, puts on some smooth jazz. I don't know, whatever you like to do in your gaming chair. Anyway, I was going to say, seeing as I've got a couple of viewers, although I know most people like to lurk and stuff, and that's fine. But what else would you like to see me play? Or what would you like to see me stop playing? I'm not usually streaming at this time, and that's my other question, is enemy destroyer sunk. I'm going to have to turn on my engine boost to catch up with this aircraft carrier. I don't really want to go after him because he's going to sink me. But yeah, like, what would be a good day and a good time of day to stream? Because mostly I do like 11 a.m. to maybe 2, maybe 3 p.m. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And I get a lot of people from that kind of crowd. So not many Americans, because it's a terrible time. It's like the middle of the night for them. But I get like, the occasional like European who's on their lunch break or something. Or you get Australians in the evening over there, and that's a lot of fun. Wait, what's that about Batman? Anyway, I don't know. I'm always open to suggestions. I'm looking at the mini-map and I'm looking at his bomber planes. I'm wondering where they're flying. He's going to come down and sink me. He's going to spot me. I took a hard turn and I managed to avoid them. Especially helpful because they're going after Justin now in his battleship. What aircraft carrier are they in? They must be quite a stealthy one. The Ark Royal. It's quite easy to hit in port, at least. Alright, what's this about Batman, Sammy? What? That new Batman film, I hope it's good. The one with The Twilight fella. What's his name? Pattinson? Robert Pattinson? Is that his name? Or Patterson? I forget. He's a really good actor. That first film was very good. I was surprised at just how good it was. Because, you know, I liked the Dark Knight trilogy and all that stuff. But I was ready. I was ready to love again. I keep turning to avoid his planes spotting me, because I would much rather they continue to go after our battleship than try and sink me with my 7,000 health. I really would like to spot him, though, so that our battleship can start engaging him, but I suspect our battleship is going to be far more busy engaging the Bayan and the California up here. And you know, there aren't many of us left now. There he is. I'm never going to catch up with the Ark Royal, there's no point. No point. I'm going to cut across, try and capture C, maybe catch up with the Ark Royal. I don't see us winning this one. We might do, it depends just how incredible Justin is, I guess. He has started to engage the Ark Royal, and Jesus wept. I tell you what, Justin, you put another couple of shots into him like that, and I think we're onto something. I just remembered that I'm actually in a gunboat today. I'm here driving as if I'm just going to torpedo him, but I could probably just shoot at him, couldn't I? Let's see how much damage this does. Nah, barely scratched him, really. And yeah, I've got bomber planes on me now. I'm turning as hard as I possibly can, but there's only so much one can do. He's going to want me. This ship is not particularly nimble in terms of like rapid spinning around, but that's okay. I am spinning hard left, but it won't be enough to avoid this guy. He seems pretty good. Yeah, he's hit me again. There's not really much I can do here. I'm about to die. I've not fired my torpedoes yet. What range are they? Yeah, as expected, I'm way out of range. Wow, I'm turning right and nothing's happening. Come on. You know, sometimes you use your controller to turn and nothing happens. Yeah, he got me. That guy was just really, really good. Like, when I'm in an aircraft carrier, you're lucky if I get my bombs anywhere near a destroyer, because they're so nimble and tiny and all over the place. But this guy, every single bomb he dropped hit me. Every single time. No matter what I did. You turn hard left, turn hard right, nothing. I wonder if we're going to win. I agree, 330 quid is a bit pricey. I mean, it depends how amazing the chair is, I guess, and how many years you're going to have it. If it's an investment, I mean, if you have the money, I certainly wouldn't have £300 to blow on a chair. Like, I might spend 250 quid on like a second-hand couch or something, if it's a really good couch, but you're going to have a couch for like a decade or something, right? You're going to take care of your couch. You can get some pretty cheap couches too. That's the thing. I get everything from charity shops, you know, so you just have to wait, basically. You just have to be patient. If you want something, you just have to keep going to the charity shops and waiting until the right thing appears for the right price. I got a washing machine not that long ago because my washing machine broke, and I couldn't fix it. It was the mount inside, so the drum is on what's known as a spider mount inside the waterproof drum part. Like, you know, the part that you would see, the stainless steel drum is mounted within a large kind of sealed plastic waterproof vessel, and it's mounted to the to the bearing and the motor via a spider. And those things are aluminium, but even so, they do degrade over time, and they crack, and eventually they break. And that's what happened in my washing machine, so it was a write-off, basically. I couldn't fix it. But I managed very luckily to find an almost identical model, a slightly worse model, in a charity shop. Well done, Justin, getting to the top there. Let me close this so we can see your name. And Sammy as well, and that good old Warspite. That was a good match. So yeah, I found a similar one in the charity shop near me for only like 60 quid or something. And it's already like 12 years old, but it's fine. And what I did was I brought it home. You know, they made me wait an extra day while they ran all these tests, and was like, oh no, we're going to run a full load on it and make sure it's all working fine. And man, I don't think they had someone who really knew what they were doing when they tested it out, because it came to me faulty, basically. The door, there's a small mechanism inside that handles locking the door and detecting whether it's closed or open. That was faulty, so the machine wouldn't run because it didn't detect the door as latched closed. I did eventually manage to get it run by giving it several wallops and fucking around with it, but the door latch mechanism was broken. Luckily, of course, my old machine had a perfectly functional door latch mechanisms, and I was already stripping it down for parts before I gave the rest of it to the scrap man anyway, because I like to. You can pull all kinds of stuff out, all kinds of switches, actuators, bits of wiring, all kinds of cool stuff you can pull out of things. So I pulled that out, put it in the new machine, and I thought, well, while I'm here taking things apart, the new machine, the control panel is really. First off, it's really yellowed. It must have been in the sun in someone's house for a decade. It looks really bad. But also, it's a really crappy control panel. My one was pretty nice, and it had a big display with a bunch of fancy bullshit on it. And this one was just it had a knob that you turned, and it had a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 7, 8 segment display kind of for numbers. It was very basic. And I thought, well, they're basically the same machine. It's got the same motor in it, the same wiring, the same everything. So I just pulled the control panel, the computer, out of the old one, wired it up on the new one, swapped all of the yellowed parts off of the new one from my one, because my one still looked nice and white and everything. And it works great. It's great. I'm very pleased. It's kind of like I have my old machine back, because it looks the same with all the old parts on it now. And it works great until this one fails, I suppose. But I've got a bunch of spare parts now. I can't fix the spider if that thing breaks. But I pulled a bunch of stuff off of the old machine. A lot of old hose clamps and hoses and all kinds of components. So if anything small breaks on that thing, it's going to be quite easy to fix. Anyway, yes, sorry for not reading the chat. I was on a bit of a tangent there. I am getting off now. It's 7 p.m. I usually have dinner at 7. I made some Hainanese chicken rice the other day. I've got it in the fridge ready to be reheated. I've had a lot of fun with you guys. Do thank Justin for coming. I don't know if he is watching the stream and can hear me or not, but do thank him for coming along. I appreciate it. I do remember him now. I'm very bad with names and stuff. I am. Especially if it's someone I've only ever met once or twice, and then I don't see them for months. Great with faces, not so much with names. Thanks everyone for coming. You know what I'm going to do, seeing as we have a couple of viewers? Why don't I try and raid someone? You guys have any recommendations? I know, Sammy, you watch a lot of people that stream this particular game, so you will be aware of who is worth raiding. Because I don't want to send my viewers to someone crappy. I never do. I always like to send them to someone decent. Let's see what we got. Let's turn my sound on. Okay, people in the same category. What do we got? How about people sort by viewers low to high? I like to find people who don't have a lot of viewers. Wow, a lot of people are streaming. I guess I don't usually stream at 7 p.m. in the evening, so usually when I'm looking at how many people are streaming this game, it's maybe 3 people. There's 20 people streaming today. Jeez. Fall Guy, you're not streaming, are you? No, he can't be. He's too busy researching chairs. Alright, you know what, I'm going to pick someone out. Most people don't have a lot of streams. Ooh! What about this guy? It's almost his birthday. Hang on, let me pull him up, make sure he's alright. Alright, I found some English bloke talking about Ghost Recon while he bombs things. That'll do for me, I reckon. Where's the raid button? Alright. And for everyone who doesn't follow the raid, you're going to see my little sign-off video, so do enjoy that. I will probably be back tomorrow with Hitman. If I am not back tomorrow, it will be Tuesday with Helldivers. So have a good night or weekend or whatever. I'm going to go and lie in a dark room, eat some food, and recover my brain cells. I've had a really good time. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to hit the raid button and see what happens.